Where's my juice? All right, happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Happy Valentine's Day week. This is Relationship Recap. I'm Crystal XO, and I am one half of the conversation. The other half is, of course,
Scorpio Mo.
Oh, how many roses do you have?
Got them all for the ladies. All for the ladies. These are fake roses, but my love is real. I'm just putting that out there.
Oh my gosh. Welcome.
What's happening, everybody? Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Happy Valentine's Day, ladies. Happy Valentine's Day. Gentlemen, Steps to Life channel. Welcome. Welcome, Lorraine. Welcome, Haitian Empress. Good to see you.
Here early. Okay. Thank y'all.
Good to see everybody. Good to see everybody. We have on our matching red, our red pajamas, bringing in the spirit of the evening. You guys know this is a very special Valentine's Day edition. And I'm going to call this Ready to Love the Aftermath, because I want to tell you guys, I have watched, we have to keep talking about this a little bit longer because I watched the outtakes. And can I just say that the outtakes should have been on the show?
I said the same thing.
What? I don't know. I mean, I'm not a producer. I mean, you know, bonsoir, Claudine. I felt like we got a lot more from the people, from the dates, and a lot of things made more sense once we watched them, that, you know, in that context.
Right.
I will say, for anybody, again, I don't want to have to keep doing these. I'm not doing it.
I think you should. I think you should.
All right, just to make sure that we're legally covered, that nobody could get by on a technicality. Here is tonight's disclaimer. You guys know we have a very special guest. Dominique herself is going to be joining us in just a few minutes. I believe Scorpio Mo is ready. I believe this is going to be like when Vanessa came on.
Not quite, but
I got a sneaky suspicion. But let's get this out of the way. Let's get the preliminaries out of the way. This is a viewer discretion notice. Viewers and cast. This podcast features unfiltered commentary, candid analysis, and perspectives that may be uncomfortable for some audiences. If you are sensitive or easily offended, you are respectfully advised to exit the broadcast now. Cast members of Ready to Love are likewise advised that all parts of the reunion and aftermath will be discussed with honesty and critique. And if that level of commentary feels uncomfortable, we fully respect your choice not to watch, and we welcome you to exit right about now. Right about now. I feel like I have to do that like throughout the night, because people come in later in the broadcast, they got stuff to say, they want to make, you know, just what time is the guest coming on? The guest will be here when the guest gets here. She will be joining us in just a few minutes. If you cannot wait for the guest, you are also welcome to exit. And
watch it on the replay.
I just you know, and I'm trying to do better. But Valentine's Day. Before we get into this, I'm excited that we're going to have Dominique on today, because we wanted to have a guest that we would have a great conversation with.
Right.
And I think that we definitely have one in the lady that's going to be joining us. We've seen a lot has been going on with this situation with her and Bello.
Yeah, boy. Woof. Detroit. Woof.
Detroit,
actually. I didn't expect this, but
I didn't expect this either.
A lot of stuff happens over the weekend.
Every time we go away for the weekend, who's Mr. Newly Divorced? Is somebody Y'all do not tell. Bello is not divorced. The last thing we heard from Bello was that he was happily married. He's made a point to say on several broadcasts that he is happily married.
Hey.
Certainly, that man is happily married. But what do you guys think about him? And I'm going to ask Dominique when we get her on here. But before she comes, what do we think as a family about Bello going to the reunion as a married man? How do we feel about that? How do you guys feel about that? Let us know in the chat how you feel about Bello showing up to the reunion. He showed up to the reunion married, but was not honest about that on the reunion, right? Because I feel like if you're going to come to the reunion married, then you should have said what happened, right? You should have explained that when, you know, Tommy asked what happened, because that was obviously out there. What do you think?
Yeah, was it by the taping? It was official?
He was married at the taping. I saw that in another on another interview that he did.
So he took his ring off?
I imagine he did.
Damn.
Yeah, unless we weren't paying attention to his hand.
Or the dashiki was covering it or something.
Could have been. But yeah, he was married at the reunion, which makes me feel like, and he also will not. He said that he's happily married. He said that his wife listens to all the hate that comes back from him being married, and she's been supportive of him. You know, men like to say that makes a woman a ride or die. Sometimes can make her a fool, but I'm not saying that his wife is a fool. But sometimes when you are defending somebody that, you know, they got other stuff going on, sometimes you got to listen. Sometimes you gotta look and listen.
I still need some history on this lady.
Well, what I do know is, he refused to share the date of the nuptials because he broke up with Dominique right before Christmas.
See that, and how was this the same lady that he blocked? You know, that's a big one. I know a lot of people in the chat talked about that. I want to know, is this? Well,
maybe we can ask Dominique if that was indeed the lady that
right.
that was blocked, because it appears
he blocked her from her phone.
That's what she said. That's what she said in the reunion, is that he blocked her. He took her phone and blocked the lady. So that means, so if it's not, if you have to block, then there's something that's not honest or not adding up. You don't want somebody to see something. It's so weird how when you look at yourself on the screen, it's on the other side.
What are you doing?
My hair, the piece was not right. Okay. I'm still getting used to the locks. Okay. I'm still getting used to it. Haitian Emperor says, let's remember that Western standards do not apply to all. The ring or absence of a ring means little in certain cultures. Maybe. I mean, yes, obviously. I don't know if that's relates to Bello, but perhaps.
Happy Valentine's Day, y'all, coming up in a couple hours. Whatever.
Yeah. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody. And happy Galentine's Day. Did I say that? Did I say happy Galentine's Day to the ladies out there? Happy Galentine's Day.
What is that?
It surely you've heard of this.
No.
You had to, because my entire book was released on Galentine's Day. My book came out on Galentine's Day 2023.
When was this established? What day?
Galentine's Day, like Galentines.
Like for women?
Yes, for like your girls. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Y'all can't just be making up stuff. When did this start?
Well, it's been a while, Mo, but I know you've heard it. I know you've seen it on social media. Women go. It is February 13th, which is today, which is why I'm saying happy Galentine's Day. Let me see when was this? This
must be for lesbians or something.
No. It is for women to be able to celebrate the girls in their lives. It was created in 2010.
Oh, this was created by women that didn't have dates, and they all got together.
No. It was created by women that also wanted to acknowledge their girlfriends in their lives that mean a lot to them.
When they ain't had no man, I'm not going for it.
That's not true. I celebrate Valentine's Day and I have a Valentine, but I did also celebrate it when I didn't. I think it's very important for women to also celebrate.
You got to buy 2 cards.
You don't get a card.
So you just say it?
You go to dinner. You could get a small gift.
For your homegirl.
Yeah, you just go to dinner and enjoy, just tell them, make sure the person knows you appreciate them.
You take her out, or she take you out?
No, we go to dinner together. Women get together and go to dinner together.
And split the bill. I see how the bill be getting split. That's a fight right there. Don't do it.
Well, a lot of times we treat each other. A lot of times we treat each other on Valentine's Day. Yeah. It was from Parks and Recreations, but it took off, and we appreciate it. I just think it's a good time to celebrate those.
Make believe holidays.
It's not a make believe holiday. It's not make believe.
I'm just getting used to Friendsgiving. Now you gotta put a new one out there.
This one is more important than Friendsgiving because it allows us to celebrate. Again, it's today. Okay, it's today. And women are celebrating. Usually they wear red dresses and they celebrate love. Mo.
I will bet you money these were single women who started this. Whatever. All right. Whatever. Okay, cool.
It could have possibly been.
It's cool.
It's okay though, because
it is.
So just, again, ladies, are you celebrating? You can wear red or pink. Yes. Yeah, that's true. It's not for him, so he would not understand.
Hey, I bet you a lot of ladies got tried on this night too.
What do you mean?
That's all. I'll let y'all figure that out.
Well, I thought that Side Chick Day was
on the 15th. That's
right.
That's
15th and 16th.
Yeah, that's this Sunday.
Okay. Well, that have you ever celebrated both?
Oh yeah.
You really did?
Yeah. Well, I couldn't take her out on the 14th. I was with my lady. And
so the girl allowed you to take her out on the 16th?
She had no choice.
Wow. I didn't know that women.
This was back in the day. Y'all.
Of course, yes, long ago, guys. In fact, he can hardly remember it.
I don't know about that, but yeah, back in the day.
I'm trying to help you out because you like to act like you can't even remember those days. Yeah, but I hope the ladies have celebrated. Oh, are you guys there? Hold on. Woof. I almost had a malfunction. I have a little surprise as we wait for Dominique. I was watching the outtakes, and I just have something I think that all of us will enjoy. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I just feel like this was, it's going to be a good time. Just some of the outtakes that I thought was particularly, funny. Oh, you know what? Dominique is on. So let's welcome her on. So first of all, as you guys know, we are excited to have Dominique here for the Galentine's Day / Valentine's Day edition of Relationship Recap. She is the guest that so many people have been asking for. So please help us welcome the very beautiful Dominique.
Hi, guys.
Hey.
I'm up past my bedtime.
That's what she said. Well, first of all, thank you for staying up past your bedtime. We appreciate that. We are excited to have you on today. I know Mo is very excited.
I am.
Hi.
What's up, Dominique? How are you?
I'm well.
Okay, you look good. You look good.
Thank you.
So it's funny because when we first started Detroit, I've literally interviewed every year cast members starting from the first season. And Mo and I have been friends a very long time. So we saw the cast this season and I saw you. I was like, okay, Mo is going to have, that's his type. That is
Me?
definitely. I just Mo. I'm telling the chat already knows. The people already know. I said, Mo, that's your type, and he was like, I just, I'm just. You are definitely his type to the T.
To the T?
To the T. To the T, Dominique. To the T.
To the T? That's crazy.
Especially I started following you. I think it was last week, about a week ago. And
No, it was before that.
No, on Instagram. I just found them like last week. Now,
or water.
it was the leggings.
Okay.
The leggings. Now I don't care what they do or anything, but the fact that I saw you and how you put them on, ashy legs and all, I loved it. I just wanted to put that out there. Ladies,
okay, so that was a very vulnerable moment, but everybody who know me know I'm always ashy anyway, probably because I wear the tights. And it's like I gave instructions and people were still asking me, why are you ashy? And I'm like, do y'all listen or y'all just come to have a reaction from people? Because I'm like, you can't have any lotion, no oil, not even water. Like if I get in the shower, like right now, and I try to put the tights on, they'll get watermarks on them. So your legs need to be dry.
So is that how you discovered it? Is that how you discovered that?
Oh, you do. You guys, we can't hear you. I can't hear you now, and I know that's going to be a problem tonight. So can you fix your microphone?
Can they hear me now?
No, him, Mo.
Me? Can they hear me? Can they hear me?
Yeah, it's just low.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. I'm going to show the clip so Dominique can explain, because I actually did a post today because it's Valentine's Day. It's the day before Valentine's Day. It's Valentine's Day. I love the tights, Dominique. I remember.
Thank you.
I think I had some from Hooters.
Okay.
A long time ago. And I didn't know anybody. And you can't find them because you're not supposed to get them if you don't work there. But we were looking for them because when you wear shorts, if you don't want to have, your legs all the way out, it just smooths everything. It's like, it's like Photoshop for your legs. So I definitely am going to order some because it just, yes. And we encourage.
Just a disclaimer, my daughter had weight loss surgery some years ago. Okay. And a lot of the girls, it was like a community of girls who had weight loss surgery and they wanted to wear their legs and they had loose skin and stuff like that. So I was like, always had them. And then my daughter like never felt comfortable putting them on. So I was like, you know what? Try these. And they became her safe haven. And so all the girls who had the weight loss surgery were like my biggest clients. And that's the only people who I was like supplying to. Like a lot of girls who had found out about me and they would like recommend me. I was like, am I in the weight loss clinic? All the girls who had the weight loss surgery wanted them, but they gave them the confidence that they needed. And it just made they just look good. And people like, why you got them tights on? Girl, because they my brand and I like the way my legs feel in the tights. Why everybody just be mind your business? If they ain't for you, that's cool. But they for me. I love them. I love it here.
Yeah, these are your daughters. This is a beautiful picture, you and your babies.
Yes.
And I love it. And I think for me, it's like I grew up wearing, like your mom and your grandmother would make you wear like a slip or pantyhose. The pantyhose now don't look right? But if you have on a short dress, you don't want your kiki out. You want to put yourself together. You don't want your girl.
I'm a lady.
Yeah. So that to me, it feels like it's not. I could wear that and not feel like my behind is out and I'm not. You know what I mean? So that's outside of. I definitely understand why girls made with the weight loss, but really just if you just don't want to.
Everybody who got some imperfections on their legs and want them to look just great. I don't know if Beyonce got imperfections, but Beyonce wears them religiously.
Yeah, they
years. It's been a thing for me for almost 15 years. I've been doing it for 15 years.
All entertainers, you can't see it sometimes because you guys you're not near the stage, but those are really like anybody anybody that's performing in like
some of my clients. Little Mo is like my number one client. Every time she go on tour, I have to send her 30 pair. Like Cashed Out wears them for me. Like a lot of girls get them for me. They hear about it and I'm like, yeah, I have them. I always had them on deck, but I wasn't like doing it as much because I was just like, I had a lot going on. So when I focused on it, I had a hosiery company for a long time though.
Okay.
So I used to sell mini hosieries because I always like for my legs to be covered regardless of what it looked like. It was just part of my business.
Right.
But that became they were like my bread and butter. And I was just like, why would I focus on 50 things when I could just focus on one?
Right.
I like that.
I'm gonna play the clip of her putting them on. We're gonna let you guys know where to find them, and then we're gonna get into this interview. And Mo, I'm sure you've watched this so many times. You don't need to tune in again if you don't want to. Okay.
With my ashy legs.
Girl, but you know why they can't? They don't know what you're saying because they're not paying attention to nothing but you and your tights. All right, here we go. So this is you showing ladies how to wear them.
Right. The other video was I'm way ashier. I did that on purpose too. I was like, we gonna be super ashy.
But that makes sense because even when you wear like pasties and stuff on your chest, you can't
put oil on.
Can't put any type of oil on. Yeah. Okay, so tell us, they stretch, they bring everything in. What about even the tummy? They have control in the tummy area.
I mean, when I say it's like a tummy control inside the tights, it's like a thigh control. Everything feels just tighter, and it just feels like nothing feels loose. It feels like a comfortable waist trainer. I hate waist trainers. I don't fool with them things. People like, how your waist gets so good? I don't know. Not because of waist trainer. I don't fool with those because they hurt, and I don't like anything that's uncomfortable. So they're very soft and they stretch. So I think at one point in time, I used to be heavier. I probably was like at my heaviest 232 pounds. I'm a tall girl, so it always looks different. But I could fit the tights, and I think we servicing up to 240 pounds right now. So it's like one size, and everybody's like, I need a size. I'm like, no, they fit little to big.
Okay, that's good to know.
And tall too.
I'm not gonna wear no shorts like that. It would look crazy with your regular legs. Even if your legs don't have any imperfection, it just will look this.
To me too. I feel the same way.
Yeah, it adds class to it, so you don't feel like your stuff is hanging.
And I'm 43, and I like to wear a good short and a crop top, baby, because I can do it. So why not? But I feel very covered when I wear that. It's just a lady for me. So if you like it, great. If you don't, do something else. Go there. Thank you, Mo. I can't even see Mo. I can't even see what you look like. Let me look. I can't see. My bangs is all in my eye. I can't see nothing, y'all. I'm sleepy. I'm sorry. Let me look.
The girls love Mo. And I'm gonna give him a hard time, but I could do that. But I was like, you're gonna like her all season. It's Valentine's Day weekend. I know you said you'd be in the bed at night, and I'm sure people did not expect you to say that. What are you doing anything to celebrate? Did you celebrate Valentine's Day with friends?
I went out with my sister and one of my best friends yesterday. We had some drinks and dinner. I'm going to be working on Valentine's Day. I am a lover girl. I like all things beautiful, but right now I will be at work, and then after I get off work, I'll be at home. That sums up my Valentine's. I'm boring, baby. I look funner than what I'm boring, baby. I'll probably come home and cook me some food and kind of crash out. I work super early tomorrow, so I'm at work from I think 8 a.m. till 5 tomorrow, and then I'll come home. I don't have any plans, but I prefer it that way. It's fine.
No, that's fine. If it's not the right plan, it's better just to pass.
I'm cool.
Mo?
Here's the thing. Like, I saw, like, your fashion. Like, I noticed maybe about 5-6 years ago, women from Detroit, I really, really love their style of dress, right? I really, really do. And you in particular from the cast really stood out to me. And I was just wondering, like, where does that come from you? Was that, always been that way? Was that the way you express yourself? What was the thing of fashion that just really drew you in?
Well, my mom would tell you that I've been a fashionista since I came out the womb. I had my mom. I used to sit on my porch. I'm from the west side of Detroit. I used to sit on my porch on Joy Road, exit 9 off the freeway. I used to sit on the porch in the summertime with a white fur coat and cowboy boots and shorts and a crop top that I would go in any place, even thrift stores, and notice the beauty in things. My mom would go, you don't have to wear anything from here. And I'll go, it's beautiful. So for me, I think that it's been in me since I was little. From styling my Barbie dolls to getting real life human sized Barbie dolls as a teenager, my own children. I had the twins when I was 15. So and I end up having all girls. So they were like my personal little Barbies where I could dress them, and it was artsy to me. So and I'm also a stylist. I've been a stylist for probably 15 to almost 20 years now.
Mm. So how did you get started? How did you get started doing that? Because I know that because when I saw you on the show and learned you a stylist, I was like, that makes sense because she's going to wear something that's always going to stand out. Good friend of mine, Fiscani, here in Atlanta. Anytime you see Fiscani, she's going to have on something that makes people say, what, that
Where'd you
draws
get it from?
attention.
Yeah.
What do you do? So how did you get started with styling celebrities?
My ex-husband is an athlete, so I will be around celebrities all the time. They all noticed my style, my fashion taste, and they was like one of my basketball wife homegirls. I don't do the name dropping, but one of my big she's like, I love how you dress. Can you help me? Because sometimes people get into this life and they don't know. They come to the game and they looking like kind of they don't know. So it's always good to have somebody who she just asked me flat out, like, can you help me? And I was like, yeah. And that's the first time I took it serious. I was like, what's the budget? She's like, it ain't one. I was like, oh, I know that's right. So I was able to do my thing. And she's like, well, how much do I owe you? And I was like, nothing. And she was like, oh no, honey, this is a service. And I was, actually, she was older than me. I was really young at the time, and people didn't even know how old I was because I was very young at the time, and my husband was already playing, and people thought I was older than what I was, but I was really a baby. And so I went shopping for her and I styled her, and she's like, I told her that she didn't have to pay me, and she was very insulted by that. She said, honey, this is a talent. She says, I couldn't pick out anything to save my life, and everybody was talking about me, and I know they were, and I just asked you because you were, I was from Detroit. I probably felt the most relatable to her. And I'm not, regardless of what people believe about me, that is not the truth. And when you get to talk to me, you're like, oh, she cool as hell. People be thinking I'm snooty. I don't know. Maybe it's just my face, the way it looks. But honey, I could be thinking about balloons and and hearts. My face might look a whole different way. I don't know. So I styled her, and then she cut me a check, which was so crazy. And I was just like, I went home and I showed my husband, and I was like, yo, she gave me $10,000. And he's like, what'd you do? And I was like, he's like, for what? And I was just like, I just helped her get dressed. Like, I went shopping for her, and she told me, she taught me a valuable lesson. She's like, hey, you got to get paid for your talent. She said, you went in here. That was nothing to me. And I was just like, wow.
Yeah.
And it meant something to me, and meant that I should take my craft serious, because now, instead of people whispering and saying, negativities about her styling, because people do talk behind your back. It's just life, right?
Right.
So people were whispering that she looked good, and she felt like a sense of confidence, and it was something that I brought to her. And she was like, anytime you do a service for somebody, you should get paid for it. And I was just like, oh. And then after that, she started to tell people would ask her, and she started to tell people. And next thing I know, I was living in Miami at the time. I had like 10 clients of girls who just were calling me to style them. So I kind of just picked it up. It was a hobby in real time, because it was not something that I was taking very serious, but I loved it. So that's where it came from.
Okay. I got one last question on that, because I love real stylists. Like, I know a lot of people here, I live in Atlanta, so a lot of people here think they're stylists because they can go pull, and maybe they'll go pull from Louis, or they can go pull from a designer. But to me, the stylist that's a real stylist knows you don't have to use labels, or you can. It's really about pulling together a look for the person, and it may be
100%.
different with you than it would with Ashley, from the show, or from or another one, or Ashante, because real stylists know how to do that. So how do you kind of find a person's individual style? And do you feel like you need to mix labels in? Like, how's that? Because Detroit.
Okay, so here you go.
Okay.
It's some stylists who gonna make you look like them. I'm
Right.
not. I learn the person who I'm dealing with. I learn your personality. I learn what you like. And sometimes you can have something quirky about you that's really cute. So I look for that and then I just improve it. So really I go by I talk to a person. I'm like, what do you like to do? What kind of texture do you like? What do you like? You like to be comfortable? Do you like to be oversized? Do you like to be fitted? Do you like to be tight? Let me know. So this is really a questionnaire that I do with people, and I don't make everybody look the same. I really truly go off personalities and what makes you look good. And I'm always a person who can go high or low. You will never know what something costs. You might think I got on a $25,000 outfit and it might be from Akira. You have no idea. Just because I know how to put them pieces, I know how to put that shit together. So for me, it's all about how it doesn't have to be everything expensive at all. I can go style anybody. I can go to Walmart and style you. I wouldn't prefer that, but I could. And I could come out of there making you look like the wealthiest Walmart. You wouldn't even know you went there, because that's just what I know how to do. So I know how to turn a little bit into a lot. I know how to make something look like, I know how to make nothing look like something. I can just figure it out. So I'm all about person's body type. I want to fit you with what actually fits you. And then every day I can look at a person and know what size they are. It's a gift that I got. I work in retail. I'm in management at retail, which is easy for me because I can kind of look at people. I know. It's just something I got. Either you got it or you don't. And I don't really walk around telling everybody like, oh, I'm a stylist. I work in a store and I never say it to anybody. I just know I can put a look together and get you. And you came in here thinking you was going to get a $300 shirt and you left out with a $30,000 wardrobe. I don't know. It just happens like that without the pressure. People just do what they can do, what they like to do. And I'm here to assist that. So I love it.
Yeah.
Do you do men's clothes?
I do. I was on tour with T Grizzly for like 2 years. I was I was on tour with him when he first came out for like maybe almost 3 years. I just really style men from the beginning. Styling women is easy. Men is a little bit more harder because it's just like, oh, I know what I would like to look like, but now when I see a man, it was harder for me at first. Now I know what I'm like. Oh, I could see that man in this.
Yeah.
The man, I see him and I really look into him and I'm like, damn, I could put that on you. And I know it was going to make you look good and then not take you out of your comfort zone. You still going to feel like you're being yourself.
Gotcha. Where does this confidence come from? I see this real confident, and I don't know if it's because you're passionate about fashion, but now I'm thinking about it. We see it on the show too. So where does that come from?
My upbringing, I'm assuming my mom and my dad just always allowed me. My mama is so boisterous. She just allowed me to be who I was. Growing up, we could just be us. We weren't scared of our parents. We could have real dialogue with them. My mom and my dad, I would say, they just really stirred up us to be who we want to be. So it was no faking. I'm never going to fake to be liked by anybody. I'm always going to be myself. So I think my confidence comes is within my authenticity. Like I'm authentic to myself. So I ain't putting on a front for you. I'm going to be myself, this Dominique with everybody. Right. So my mama used to always say, you can't give everybody this. And I'm like, well, mama, that means I'm going to change who I am. And I might not give you the same type of Dominique, but you're going to get me. Mm-hmm. If that makes sense. I don't know.
You've had time to kind of, I feel like when I watch the show, I feel like you kind of know who you are already.
Which is important.
Right. But some of the other girls though, I feel like they're still learning, and it's okay. Cause when you 31, 32, I'm sure you're different than you were then. Even though you still are yourself, you become more comfortable. You become more, I've seen that before. I know that. So the link is, girl, they asking me for this link. I literally went to the site, and y'all, that is the right link because I pulled it up and I can see it here on my phone. You can see that. When you go, you'll see that photo of her and her daughters. That's the site. It's right there. Okay. And or you can go to, I went to Dominique's page and pulled it.
It's on my page. It's in my bio. So if they go to my page on Instagram, Dom B, what's the page? Dom B 82. My daughter right here, she be coaching me through the. I don't know. I be like, what? They love to call me old too. I'm like, damn. When did 43 become the oldest lady in the room? I'm like, well, shit. What y'all want from me? We all got to get old, but I do be forgetting stuff sometimes. What is it, baby? Dom B 82.
It is. It's there. Okay, so that you guys see it. I put Roy. Okay, my bad. I put the wrong one, but I put the actual. I just went there and put it in the chat. So you guys pull it from the chat. If you're watching this on the replay and you don't see it, you can go to Dominique's Instagram page. It's in the bio. And I promise you, every celebrity that you see perform or do anything, when they're wearing something short, they got these on because it just, it creates an illusion. And it's, it just classes up the short dress.
It does. It gives everything a little bit of class.
Yeah. So let's talk about this show, because
let's do it.
First of all, Dominique, I don't feel like I was surprised you went on the show. Because I think that you are, first of all, you're the type of woman that you're going to get a lot of attention, right? And you are in Detroit. And I felt even from the first mixer, everybody knew who you are, or they know who they think you are, right? So that could be a little bit
good one.
Like you said, like they have an idea because of your past and how you look. So I felt like, and I say this, I've been a celebrity publicist for a long time. I would tell my friends, because I'm friends with a few people that are that way. Chili's one of my best friends. I'm always like, you ain't gonna be able to date certain people because who you've been with is going to be intimidating to whoever is in front of you. That's not necessarily your fault, but in her situation, when your ex is Usher, the average guy, where we going? What are we doing? Because they want.
But Usher just a man too.
He is to her, but not to the average female. And your exes are just a man to you, but the average female, I'm just saying, the average female, trust me, and because you've seen how women act when they're around certain type of men. They put the man on the pedestal. The dynamic shifts. And that's
where the first problem lies, because I put everybody on the same, and obviously people do not. Well, go ahead. So I'll answer the question.
So that's what I'm asking. So do you? I get that because you were with them, so you don't see them like that. But have you encountered other men that are immediately intimidated or even kind of have a chip on their shoulder because they know who you've been with and who you were married to, not just dated, but this was your husband? I think it could be hard for men to the first scene with Vince. I was on your neck, this person, and I think that was because of who they are. Have you experienced that?
No, that was the first time that ever happened to me out loud. The men who I talk to, they come correct and they ain't worried about nobody else. And they never said it to me. That was the first time I heard it actually said to me. So yeah, that was like, if I'm hearing something for the first time, you can be intimidated, but Vince did the right thing. He was like, you out my league. That's how he felt. I couldn't be mad at that. Like, if that's what you think walking into meeting me, if that's hey, stand on it.
Yeah, that's the wrong thing to say to you.
So I took no offense to that. When I end up talking to him later on, it was just like, okay, we might not fit. We ain't a match. That's cool. But he said what he felt. And I'd rather you say it right there than say it after you pick me.
Facts.
Well, a lot of times with the men, it becomes a situation, low key, they start measuring themselves up to that other man. It's not necessarily you. I mean, it is, but they start like, okay, well, he has this and I don't, or whatever it is, they start feeling a way about themselves. But I like your answer, but I really think, even if they don't say it, I think low key, I've even seen celebrities do it against other celebrities.
They do.
Well, at that point, after you got to know me and I'm sitting here entertaining you, then that shouldn't even be your thought process. Because if I felt, if you fell short to that, then I wouldn't be continuing to talk to you. Like, and me and that person didn't work out, even though me and my ex-husband, we were together for 21 years. So that was a very long relationship. And my ex-boyfriend, we were together for maybe almost 3 years, 2.5 years, maybe. So for like, he wasn't intimidated by that at all. He was like, you just don't usually get 2 greats in one lifetime, baby. You very blessed. And I was like, well,
he was right.
The blessings always continue, don't they?
Absolutely.
This experience for me was a different experience. So to be surprised to see me here, I'm surprised too. But
Yeah.
at the time, it came at a different time in my life. I had
Mm,
just went through my first heartbreak.
mm,
Um, so I was open.
mm,
My ex-husband did not break my heart. I tell everybody that we just grew
okay.
apart over time. My heart wasn't broken. The
Mhm.
the hearts, three hearts were broken, but it wasn't mine. My kids' hearts were broken through that, but not me. We had ran our course. My ex-boyfriend was the first time because I was a young wife, you know. So to be grown and in love, it's different. It
Yeah.
hit different. The breakup hit different. So
Yeah.
for me, me and him had been broke up for like a year and like maybe like a year and a half at the point where my sister bought the ideal for me to do it because she had met one of the producers at a pool.
Mhm.
And she was like, my sister would be open to that. She would be great. They actually wanted my sister to do it. My sister was like, nah, I'm cool, but I got somebody who would be great for this.
Mhm.
And she called me, and I was just open at the time. I didn't know who they were going to bring there. I didn't know. I honestly didn't know anybody. I had never even seen not one person in that room was
Yeah.
familiar to me. I
Yeah.
didn't know anybody, even if they knew me. I never seen anybody there
Mhm.
that I knew. I end up knowing Ashley from something that my kids had trained with her some years ago, but we
Okay.
didn't know each other personally.
Mhm.
So I didn't, it was just a new thing for me. So for me, I was just like, sure, why not? I tried everything else and I was actually ready. I was healed. I
Mhm.
had I had finally felt good enough about my heart that
Mhm.
I could go and do something different. I was ready to date. I was ready to maybe find love, like I was ready. I'm always open for that. I'm always
Yeah.
open for the love. I'm a lover girl. I'm always open for that. But I
Mhm.
know what to do. And I know like my life is whatever I portray to people is my real life. I'm not faking anything.
Right.
But if I don't know how to do anything, I know how to be a wife. And
Yeah.
um, so
Well,
that was never a quality that I was missing, or how to connect with a man was never my issue. But that my connection with men come from a good place because I am a healed woman. I am whole. I love me and I know who I am. So therefore I come to the table already with no hangups about who you might be or what your ex. I didn't ask these men about their exes because I didn't care. It had nothing to do with me. So if I was giving them that same grace, I wanted them to do that for me.
yeah.
But that don't, like he said, like most said, it don't always be like that. So to hear it, and I only heard it from one person, honestly, which was Vince. He was honest, and I'm never mad with honesty.
Right.
So
I think probably the other ones felt it, just didn't say it because men aren't usually going to be as honest as Vince. In one of the shows, you said something I wanted to ask you about. You said that your next person you wanted to be your best friend
yeah,
because you didn't have that before, and you felt like if you had that in your marriage, that you would not have, you guys would not have divorced. And
100%.
hearing you say that, and then realizing how young you were, how much old, like what was the age gap, and did you think the age gap affected you guys being able to be friends?
Great question.
Well, the age gap was 9 years.
Okay.
Um,
At 15, that's a lot. At this age is not, but at 15, that's like a whole different mindset. Totally. So
I think the woman who I am today, I was not that at 15, but I elevated.
yeah.
I was putting a lot of responsibility on a person to give me something that he wasn't responsible for. He wasn't responsible for my happiness. My happiness comes within myself. And it took me until I was 37 years old to realize how to be happy for me. So the age difference, could it affected us being friends? No. I think the last year of my marriage to my ex-husband was the best year because he got to see exactly the best thing about our marriage is he always let me be me, but
Okay.
I didn't know who I was at that moment.
Yeah.
So if I was this Dominique right now, this mature, I wouldn't have divorced him. Just to be honest.
That's
There
fair.
wouldn't have been a room, and we could have grown friendship over time.
Mhm.
What I ended up experiencing was I thought we weren't friends, but we actually were silent friends. We were friends. We supported one another. We were friends. So a lot of stuff I thought because you're not talking but that's who you are.
Yeah.
Because you're not saying anything, but that's how you communicate. I tell everybody this, like when I left my marriage, I was blind and I had to learn how to see because I didn't know what things even cost. I didn't know. And he was deaf. I don't ever think he regained his hearing because I was his ears. I would whisper to him what he needed to do for like people. He wasn't a communicator. So it was me telling him, hey, do this. And he would listen. And I couldn't see. And I regained vision and I had to look for who I really was. And when I found that, a lot of things changed for me. How I take on relationships with anybody, friends, family. I am good with me. And I'm not looking for that space for nobody to like, nobody can't. I'm already good. I'm happy with Dominique. I'm 100%.
Me and Crystal always have this. She tells me, and she's 1000% right. But I'm just curious in hearing it from you. Like, would it be hard to go back to a person that lives a less lifestyle than you're accustomed to? Like, if in your situation, if they made less than your exes, is that a hard adjustment, or is that something that doesn't concern you?
How? Okay, have you done it? Have you done it yet? Okay.
Yes.
How was it? Because I'm being honest. I've never been married to a pro athlete. Not never, right? I was married prior. I got married young at 20, but we were in college and we were married for 13 years. He was an engineer, so he did well for us common folk, not the professional football player, but he made six figures. I didn't have to worry about money. When I got divorced at 32, and I remember I was like, these guys aren't making any money. What's going on? Like, what is happening? Because I literally had to ask him. I was like, what is going on? Because I was with a provider and I never saw some of the things that other women were dealing with. I didn't have to deal with. And then I was like, even when I was single, I was like, I don't want to be with somebody that couldn't at least do. That's what I'm used to. So it would be difficult for me to be with someone that's like, well, we don't have it. I don't know about that. That would be rough for me. But I
didn't say it wouldn't be rough.
Okay.
But to be fair to you, I have been in the dating world for some time, and I've come to the reality that everybody don't have it like that. So, and I'm okay. I'm a woman who's very self-sufficient and take care of myself, but I am used to great things, of course. Yeah. But I could be with a man who makes $250,000 or $150,000, or be with a man who was making $10 million and he gave you nothing. But I was with a man who made $200,000 and he gave me his last, or he wanted to take care of me in a way. So it doesn't boil down to the amount of money a person has for me.
What if it's 80 though? What if it's, because 200 we're still good. What if it's like 80?
I probably don't meet them.
Okay.
They probably wouldn't even try to talk to me, just to be honest.
And there we go.
They probably wouldn't try to talk to me.
She's like, where are they?
I don't know. I can't even comment on that. I don't know.
And points and moving forward.
Was that the wrong thing? I don't know. I ain't met him.
That was the right.
I ain't met that bro. I ain't met him. He might, be over here complaining about dinner money. I don't know.
That's all I'm saying.
We're gonna get to that.
He was like, what?
I don't know.
That was hilarious. A little peek of what's to come.
Actually,
yeah,
I think it was less than that. So I kind of worked with it. Just to be honest, I did that.
We're gonna get there. I want to ask you about the going in with the women, because I said you seemed like you seemed always at ease, right? Like nothing could take you off of where you were. A lot of the women come in and you could tell that there's the energy of competing or feeling like, what are you doing with her? What's happening over here? That happened several times in the triangle with you, Bello, and well, I guess it wasn't really a triangle, but with you, Bello, and Lauren. I'm not looking at you when I talk, it's gonna make me laugh. Why do you think some of the other women had such a difficult time with the competition aspect between the women, and as opposed to just seeing it, me and this person focus on that?
First of all, I don't know. I'm just being honest. That wasn't my issue. I I don't know because I don't know what's going inside your head because I don't see nobody else. I've
Right.
never, not one time did you ever see me on that screen and I asked the person I was with, do he like me? Not once. I never asked, do you like her? I didn't give a fuck.
That's why
So
you told that lady to elaborate. Yes.
please, what are we speaking on? Because I've
Yeah.
never spoke. I never have been sitting with Cardi and asked him about Ashante. I
Why
never
would
sat
you?
with Bello. I never sat with Bello and asked him about his other connections. I just did not.
Right.
Never. So it was always funny to me when I would hear them accents. I said, maybe if y'all focus more on your connection with him and stop talking about me. Shit, every time you bring me up, he thinking he want to be with me. I'm like, girl, that was the first lesson I would have taught. Mind the business that pays you, because I'm not gonna ask about Lauren.
Right.
I've
Right.
never asked any one of those guys where I stood far as like my first, second, or third. The only time I think that even came up was on a friend date when my friends came in. I didn't ask that question because I was like, it's evident. I already knew I know who I am. I didn't even think of the other ladies in that way. But it is a competitive. It's a show.
Right.
We're fighting for love at this point. We're
Mm,
trying to see who likes each other. So are they wrong for feeling the way they feel? I'm not saying that. I'm just
mm.
saying that wasn't my focus. I don't know why they was focused on the wrong shit. Obviously, you focused on the wrong thing, baby. Because my focus was never that. I never spent my time with any of them talking about any other women. And that was, if I could point out the first problem, that would be it for me. Like,
Yeah.
stop talking about me when you with him. Talk about yourself and talk about what y'all got going on. I
Right.
mean, because it can it would grow frustrating to me if I was a man, and or if any of the men was asking me
Mhm.
a Devon or of ex. I've never been
Yeah.
approached in that light. Like
Mm.
Devon, I think, asked me one time and I course correct him. I'm gonna say course correct. Like, hey, I'm not talking about me and Bello. If you call
Right.
me and you want to take, because talking to me is time consuming. It
Mm.
takes away from my day. And
Mhm.
at this process, y'all don't get, like, what y'all don't see is I'm going to work every day. I am
Mhm.
also very popular. God
Mhm.
damn, I was on dates that y'all didn't even see. Like
Yeah.
it was constantly dating. So I'm going to work 3 to 4. Like I had to take my work schedule down. So I'm losing money. Sometimes I would go frustrated on them damn days. So y'all would see I could have been at work making I could have,
Yeah.
and I'm
Yeah.
sitting here while y'all sitting here debating about calling somebody your homeboy. I could have been at work making some money. You know what I mean? Like, so my frustration sometimes where people think it's about them, it was
Mm.
really about this real life is happening and we took on this space, so we have to show up and be present, correct? But
Right.
people are so critical of in that moment. Like somebody said something like, oh, you look, oh baby, I probably was just tired.
Yeah.
Like I'm being pulled 50 different ways, going on 5 to 6 dates. It was a lot. um
Do you think people said that and I see in the chat a lot of people said that you, especially like at the getaway, that you got up and walked around to kind of get at Lauren, and they said that they felt like you had a problem with Lauren because of you asking her to elaborate. Did you have any issue with Lauren, and why? Because I'm sure you've
to
seen
be
that.
to be completely honest, I think the first meeting with her, I don't know Lauren. The
Right.
first meeting amongst the girls, Lauren told us, I'm not a girl's girl.
Whoa.
We heard that. Somebody else
She
told
said that. She said that the first time she sat with us and was like, I don't do women. I have male friends. And that's great. But if
us.
you tell a group of grown women,
Mm-hmm.
why, and you alienated yourself from this
Right.
situation. And we weren't coming out here to be a sorority, but we did end up meeting, and I did end up meeting great, amazing women who I call my friend.
Yeah.
I talked to Ashley, I talked to Shannon, Nicole daily.
Mhm.
And I
Nice.
built a relationship with them. I even talked to Donna. I love Donna and her whole personality. I take it, I love it. I
Mhm.
love it. All the girls kind of meshed, but you came in and you set your stage up for what you wanted. So
Yeah.
in my opinion, don't cry wolf now and look like you said it to us. So now if you tell the girls at the lunchroom table, I don't do this, and walk off,
That yeah.
You set
You
the
set the stage of how you wanted it to be, but now you feel alienated, but you alienated yourself. You're a grown woman. You have children. You know better. No one's bullying you. No one's talking about you. You created that platform because you thought that, I don't know in what mind that would be okay to tell a group of women who are bonding over the same things. Oh, I
Right.
don't do women. So okay, we ain't doing you. And you stay over there, and that's okay. Honestly, as we being grown women, I don't understand why the people were even thinking like, hey, sometimes maybe I don't have a problem with her at all, but we just don't vibe. And honestly, nobody vibed with her. And it wasn't me and me. It's because you set the stage and you told everybody how you wanted to be treated. And
Yeah.
then at that point, we looked at you and said, okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know how to clarify much on that. That's just what happened. And
Yeah.
then I don't have no interactions with Lauren. I haven't went on my page or did any interviews talking about this lady at all. What y'all seen is an edited show, and
Right.
y'all don't see the prior things that's being said. So I'm sitting here. I'm a woman who if I said it, I'm gonna stand on it. I said it. I'm never gonna tell you, Mo, I love you today. And then as soon as I see Chris, I hate him.
Yeah.
He's trash. And it was just like,
yeah. Did the ladies know? Because you, first of all, I love that you talk to the other girls. No, Ashley, you guys are cool. With Nicole, I really, really like Nicole and Shannon.
I love Nicole. Nicole had been over my house and cried with me after filming. We had a whole podcast together, me and Nicole. Love Nicole.
Good. But seeing her, I feel like when she was talking to, I watched some of the scenes that didn't make the cut, which they should have really made the cut. Some of them really should have been on the show. It's crazy that they didn't show us so much, right?
Yeah.
But watching her talk to Ed, I was like, Nicole needs like a big sister like Dominique to tell her, girl, you are beautiful.
We told her.
You quit asking, because she kept
we told her.
Okay.
We did. They didn't show that. We told her.
Good.
Them ladies' lounges was not being, they were showing us making faces because we was to a person. Because after sitting there for 10 hours, you're going to be doing this to people like, girl, shut the fuck up. Like, what? Huh? So that's the moments. And editing is beautiful, right? It's a beautiful thing. Conversations were being had. We talked to her countless times and, seeing her very vulnerable. And she just, is a girl who wants love, who's looking for love. And I think she's quirky. I think she's so cute. I think she's going to get everything that she's looking for in the right person. But sometimes we all are guilty of looking for the love and all,
in the wrong
looking for love in all the wrong places. And it wasn't there. So, and everybody felt like it wasn't. He wasn't even pretending. So it was no act being put on. It was very clear and dry. And what we want to see versus what's actually happening is a different story. Right. And so, she understood that. She knew. She was like, but she still was putting herself out there. And it's nothing wrong with it. It came, you ready for love or not? We didn't think, nobody thought Ed was ready for anything, to be honest. But hey, he's here at this rate. He's here already. So let's see. She wanted to dig deeper, and that's her choice. It's her prerogative. I don't feel bad about her even exploring that. Watching it could be cringe because it's edited. But at the end of the day, we did say those things to her. We ain't nothing fake about a group of girls from Detroit. I'm gonna just be honest.
That's true.
It's very, it can come off as harsh, but we like, it wasn't harsh because that's how we talk. So everybody understood. So even to make those moments into ugly moments was kind of crazy to me because it wasn't like that at all.
Because he finally didn't say it until the reunion. Like, say it. Tommy had to get him to like just say it, right?
But I think he was trying. I don't think he wanted to hurt her feelings.
He didn't want to hurt her feelings.
Right, and that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, a lot of people gave him slack because of that. Well, let's get to you and Bello. You seem locked in. You guys seem to really connect from the very beginning. Right. And I was thinking, I actually wrote an article about the fact that I was like, okay, Dominique is mature in the fact she knows what she wants. She's confident. Out of all the guys that were there, it made sense that he was the one that would make the most sense with you because he did appear the most confident.
Yeah.
Darius also appeared to have a form of confidence as well, but I just didn't see y'all connecting.
Me either. We didn't. We didn't. I like Darius though. He cool. But no, he wasn't. It wasn't a vibe for me. Me and Bello did have an instant vibe. But it could have been because he ain't from Detroit.
Could have been. I mean, but he talks well compared to everyone else. He seems like you hear him, and I'm like, okay. When you watch him talking to you, he's locked in. When he's talking to Ashante, he didn't have to me like physical chemistry with anybody else, but you could tell he knows how to, whatever room he's in, he knows how to talk in that room. When did you start to feel, did you really start to kind of fall for him in that process?
I did. I was in a state where I was very comfortable. And he, from what he was showing me in the very beginning, it was very assuring. I like a person who like no nonsense to me. And I'm not a big judger, so I give people a clean slate. I give you room enough to hang yourself. I can't believe you a liar until you start lying to me. So everything you telling me, I believe it's the truth until I see different. So people are like, oh, he was in your big, like, girl, I'm a grown up. I'm an adult. And, like, yeah, just because I said he was in my bed didn't mean he was, we was doing whatever, but it was just a principle. We were in a grown up relationship because we were. And we had an attraction, but that wasn't it for me. He was saying some things that I wanted to hear. He was,
like what? Because I could not understand.
So when we would y'all would see bits and pieces, but we were spending a lot of time together. So he would come see me all the time, very often. We would kick it. We would talk about business. We would talk about goals. I don't know if I see him as a life partner, but I was giving it a shot. So I take everything that I do serious until I don't. So it's a real thing for me. It's like, oh, I'm taking him serious until I didn't. Until he started doing things that made it very evident to me that things were, oh, this nigga's a liar. Oh, you lying. I don't like the case. I ain't no investigator. Right. I don't do the investigator. I don't put my investigator things on. But once you do something in plain sight to me and I catch it, and then I'm one of them people who ask you 3 days later, and now you lied. I'm like, oh, this nigga's a liar. Oh, okay. Noted in my brain. So I come into things very innocent, very, hey, you can't play me. And I am a girl from the city. I'm from Detroit. I can't get swindled. You can't, the nigga wasn't about to bleed me dry or take my money. He wasn't gonna do none of that. But I am going to listen to your stories. And if I feel you and there's a reason for me to be able to help and I can send an avenue of help, I will do that.
Yeah. So there was a scene where you were telling him about the fly closet, and he immediately was like, he was like, oh, he offered, I could find you a place. And I told him, I said, you know what? To me, he's trying to impress her because he knows that she has had she's used to a level where a man is able to do that. And I feel like I saw that as game, but I also felt like
it was.
He was trying to I feel like he was trying to tell you, to me, if you tell me, knowing the kind of minute, if you tell me I could get a place for you, that means you're going to assist with that place. That doesn't mean that you're going to tell me you go here and you pay the rent. What? You're going to be a part of financing this situation. And so everybody was like, Crystal, no, it's not. And I'm like, no, if a guy tells her, I can find you a place, that means that you are willing. I can find my own place. I don't need a realtor. They're everywhere. If you are a real estate developer and you tell me that you can find a place, then that means you want to be a part of my business. Or you want to help me with my business. Am I right? I'm just from your understanding, how did you see that conversation? Did you feel like he was running game? He was trying to get in. He was trying to make himself seem.
You want me to speak from the place of when it happened or from the place I'm at right now?
Both.
Let's start at the beginning and then get to the end.
When I said it, I like a thoughtful process. I was taught to never, I don't have to, my ex-husband told me something. I was with him since I was a kid, right? He said, you ain't got to ask me for that. That's like begging me. I know what you require. So he said, I know what's required of you. So you never have to say, give me this or do this for me. So I'm not that girl who's going to be like, can you do this? Can you do that? Can you do this? I, at this process, can do all of that myself because it's done, right?
Right.
But when you're inquiring about my business in some capacity, I'm like, oh, you want to help me? And do I need your help? No. And then I see at the end, a week later, I knew he couldn't help me. It was just talk because now he's asking me. Now I'm seeing the real him. I never thought Bello had money, just to be clear.
What did you think he had? Because he said
I thought he was a nice guy. I never thought he had no money. I could smell a nigga with money. I know niggas with money. He did not have one, baby.
What did he do?
From every detail, I was like being really honest with myself. I'm coming for love. Let's try something different. I ain't dusted, busted, or disgusted. Okay. So I was like, let me see what can actually happen, because there's always tons of money to be made, right?
Facts.
I got a new puppy. He just licked me, scared the shit out of me. Get this damn dog. Now you see him busy over here today. The dog that licked my leg. He had no action in too long. I said, who is licking me?
Lucky dog. Anyway.
Lucky dog. Hold on, we lost Dominique. Okay, here we go. Well, let us see the dog. Let us see the puppy.
I'm off. I don't know how to get back on.
She got up.
Her daughter gonna figure it out.
Yeah, right. So yeah, Bello had no money. She did. Okay, I'm bringing you right back. There we go. All right. We want to see the puppy too.
Oh Lord, the puppy is here.
Oh my God. What's his name?
Loyal.
Oh my God.
Now get Loyal.
Oh my God.
Licking me and shit.
Okay.
All right. It got hot in here. The dog licking me. Stop licking me, bro. I'm hot now.
All right. So let's go. So you know what did Bello?
He was nice. And I knew when I walked, I was like, he ain't got no, I told even my mama was like, girl, what is you doing? And I was like, my friends, my family, my sister, they were like, nobody thought, I never thought, even you can even, if I'm lying, I'm down, you could ask Ashley. She's like, he got money. I said, girl, he ain't got no money.
Yeah.
We was on the getaway. I knew his, like, I'm like, I just liked him. He was cool.
To get over there.
What
did he tell you that he did?
What he told y'all, a real estate developer, but his business was, like, it was in bad shape.
Okay.
It was in bad shape. And at the point where we were filming the show, people didn't know that he was on it. I think the point where I started getting like, I don't know. He started moving a little funny, but I'm never going to embarrass nobody. Like,
right.
It was just like, as we got to know each other more things started to show. I started to figure out more things. This is a 6-week process. Nothing you see can be 100%, right? But I never, on my 3 children, I never thought that man had no money. I never thought, I thought he might have been okay. He might have been comfortable in his little in his space.
Right.
He was driving like a 2009. I mean, C200.
No, you don't put it out there now. What you driving to what?
Like a C200 Benz. Like my kids had a S550 when they turned 16. This man was driving a 2009. His car, the day he picked me, he had to go, swear to God, on my life and on my kids, to get like an alternator or something to pump his car. Oh, no. The day I got picked, and I got a brand new car. I mean, I don't.
But they said he was driving. So he was driving your car. So why was that?
He didn't want to show his car on TV. The production didn't want to show it.
That's what we.
Production asked for my car to be seen. They seen his car and they seen mine. And I got a brand new car right after that. That was just like my little. My real car wasn't on there. I drove a Range Rover. My car wasn't on the show.
Yeah.
That was my car, but like it was my car, but not my everyday car.
Right. All right. So once you guys get to almost at the end, right, where you kind of see, what are you feeling like is the possibility? Because obviously you guys are not on the same wavelength.
Well, up until then, we were cool, but we were just dating. So it wasn't nothing serious, right? Mm-hmm. And as y'all see, after the show, we continued to date. And it was not like, I'm like, I don't have time to date a whole bunch of men. I'm a real working lady. I go to work, I come home, and I was entertaining him. So honestly, if anything, I'm just pissed off about my time, because
I feel that
I gave my time, and my time is important to me.
Yeah, time is money. It's not that. But
so we were dating, and then he asked me to come to Canada, and I didn't. I'm like, are you gonna take me to your house? Never took me to a house with a lockbox on it. The house that he lost, and I was like, why are we here? He's like, this was my house. Okay, baby, we living in the past because you don't live here no more. And it's a lockbox on here. You lost. This is the house you lost.
Right.
Even if that's even the house. I was like, so where's your house? He's like, well, next time you come, we'll go to my house. And I'm like, what did you have me come for? I could have went to a restaurant in Detroit. I didn't have to cross the border to do that. Like, okay. I'm thinking you about to show me your world. And that was a no. He was not. And that's cool. But on that trip, he asked me to be his girlfriend. He said, where are we right now? And I said, well, we just, at that moment, he asked me, where are we? We at a restaurant. And I said, well, we dating, right? And he's like, well, I don't want you to date anyone else. I want us to be exclusive. And at the time, I wasn't dating anyone else because we had did the show. And not like I just told you, I'm working. So I'm like, I don't have that much time. Okay. So I'm like, well, being somebody's man or being somebody's woman come with responsibilities.
Facts.
And that's what I told him. And he says, oh, I'm prepared. I'm ready. We had already prior to this had a meeting about my brother. He had sent me his financials. So I have proof of his financials, which I would never show.
Right.
But I have proof. He sent it to me. He knows that. He sent it to me.
I mean, he trusted you with that.
Exactly. You sent it to me and it never will be shown, but besides the people who you sent it to.
Right.
Which, right. And you were in a bad way. And my brother said, I mean, I can make a business deal, but he fucked. You sure you want to do this? And I said, give me a second. Let me think about it.
Yeah.
He said, I could present the money for this business because my brother's a businessman. But he fucked and he about to lose everything within 10 days. Damn it. On the line. This needs to happen. If it's going to happen, it needs to happen right now. And I said, I don't know if I want you to do it.
Yeah.
Give me some time.
Yeah.
I said, let's pin it. And he showed me. God don't play about me. He revealed to me quickly, like what was happening. And I think they talked about on the show, on the reunion. Also, he had did some other things that it just wasn't sitting right with me. He had went to my phone. This was during filming and blocked the young lady who he's married to now. Oh, so he blocked her from my phone. That's who I thought was his girlfriend. She was really they were engaged because they got married. They were married on the reunion. He lied again. Right. Oh, I'm not married. She's lying. I said, baby, you went to my phone and blocked the girl. The girl's name was Boss Bella. He blocked her on my phone during filming and told me 2 days later, oh, well, I said, well, at that point, I knew he was lying about something. And I said, well, why would you 2 days later, my energy changed? Just because anybody who does something to you, I'm an energy person. So now he says he is too. He's feeling my energy has shifted from him. Right. It was because he lied in my face. And he had every opportunity in that moment to tell me the truth. And he didn't. Right. And 2 days later, we talked and he's like, I'm sorry. And I said, for what? He says, for not telling you the truth the other day. And then he told me who she was. And then he said, oh, she's my ex. I said, well, why are you blocking your ex from my phone? I don't have contact. Why is she blocked from my story? Because you were telling her something probably different than what was really going on. And people are like, why she ain't pull up? Girl, she live in another country. She don't live here. She live in Canada, in Toronto somewhere. And this lady don't know nothing I don't know his culture or nothing. Right. I was just like, why even bring this in? People are like, well, why would you date a Muslim? Why bring him onto the show? I'm giving everybody a clean slate. Like, why is he here? If that's the case, I don't know. Like, I liked him and I liked him well enough to just see what could happen. I mean, but as time went past, we knew it didn't work out.
Tell us why, because he said when his mic was still hot, he said that he was taking you and your daughters to eat 3 times a week, spending $600 a pop for dinner. And
girl, that is such a lie. He took my kids to eat one time, and it was by his choice. He wanted to meet my daughter who was home from college. My kids are grown, by the way. My kids are grown. My one daughter lives here. She's a guest. She kind of live here though, I guess. I guess she's never leaving. My other daughter is engaged. My other daughter is in medical school. My kids are grown. I don't go out on dates with my children. So that's a bone-faced fucking lie. I don't even eat like that. And I cook daily. This man took my kids out one time. One time. But every time he took me out, he would be in that bathroom trying to figure out his bill and trying to figure it out out how to pay for the bill. And all my life, and all my 3 children who I love more than everything, I'm not one of them people. This man, my daughters went out with him one time, and the
Yeah.
bill was not $600. And in what world do I even have enough time to go out with you and go out to eat with my kids who are grown and have their own lives? I'm not looking for a free meal,
Yeah.
and definitely not from you. And the day that he offered to take us, I said, I know his credit card situation. He had took me on, he's talking about 20 to 30 dates. We had not even dates that you never paid for, dates that the show paid for. After filming, we only seen each other a few, like not so many damn times. So it ain't even mathing. The math can never math. And you didn't have 18. If you had $1,800, you should have bought you a new car because that car kept breaking down every 5 days. So nigga, stop the lies. You ain't never took my kids out no 3 times. You ain't never even took him out 3 times. You took him out once. It was a stretch. He just was making up anything at that point because he just wanted to save face, but it was really just looking crazy. I don't hang out with like what? I don't go on dates with my kids.
What about paying bills? He said he was
He never paid no bills. That was also a lie. I think the man gave me gave me $600 for something, and I was because he went on a date with me. He went out to eat with my family. Okay. And he tried to give my brother $400 on a bill that was $3,000. Nicole was not Nicole. Shannon was at this date. Ashante. No, not Ashante. Nicole, Shannon and Ashley were on the date with my brother had took us all out. The bill was like 5 of us, and the bill was like $3,500 at Joe Mueller's. He goes in his pocket to give my brother $400 like on the bill. My brother goes, "Oh no, we don't do that. Get that to Dominique for a bill or something. We cool." He paid the bill. My brother paid the bill. And my brother had took several of the ladies out many days, and they were like, dang, because that's just what we do.
Right.
It was very inappropriate for him to even discuss. I'm like, we just talking about bills? Like, this is so ghetto. I think we might have tipped the waitress $600 doing a bill. But like, if you can't go out to eat, then just don't do it. But don't sit up here and say like you doing this and you're not, because that was not the case at all. And where are we going? It's at the point where you just made this up. It was just like, nobody believed that but him. Everybody was like, because the girls had most of the girls had been out with me and my family. And they like, that don't even make sense. My kids they got a daddy. I'm not looking for a stepdaddy. My kids is grown, got a rich daddy. They don't.
That's why I was like, the girls are used to, but all right. I just want to go through the stuff that he said, because he said a lot of stuff that was unsettling. He also said that you talked to him about wanting to be a real estate agent, and he didn't. Let me get the full information out. So he said you wanted to be a real estate agent, and he didn't have any agents in his brokerage firm in Detroit. He doesn't have the Detroit on lock. So he said he gave you the money for your test and to take the class. And you took that money on rent. He said you paid your rent with it, and then told him that you did not want to work for his brokerage firm.
Boss.
Just sharing lies. I'm just sharing information.
Boss.
He said, okay.
Never. Never. I don't want to be a real estate agent. He never paid for any course. He's never paid my $4,000 rent. If he was complaining about $600 on a dinner, baby, you can't afford my rent is $4,000. He never paid my $4,000 mortgage. No, he did not. I got a lot of bills that I pay myself, and he don't pay none of my bills. And he gave me $600. That's the only time he ever gave me money, was $600. And that time after filming, it was after filming. And he gave me $600, and I was like, "What's this for?" He was like, "Well, you could pay a bill or something." And I was like, I kind of laughed, but I'm very grateful. I'm very humble. Okay, so I was like, I looked at him, and I think I even said, "It looked like you might need this more than me." That's what I said to him, because I don't ever want somebody to do something for me and it's strenuous to you. Yeah, you shouldn't be doing it. Right. And you could never pay my bills, and that was very false. He never did. No, that's. Jesus Christ. That's a classic lie. And far as paying for a real estate, me to get my real estate, I don't have a real estate license, never did no real estate school, none of that. No, that don't even fit on my plate. He couldn't even figure his own self out. How's he trying to figure out my life? Once I figured that out, his life was in shambles. I knew that. I was like, dang, it's kind of fucked up. So he could have just called me and been like, baby, I'm just messed up. And I would have understood, because at the end of the day got to end.
Stayed?
Huh? No.
You would have understood, but would you have stayed?
Would I've stayed? No, because he needed to focus on his. If he didn't break up with me, I probably would have broke up with him eventually. I'm happy that he did it actually because he was in too deep
Yeah.
and he needed to focus. Sometimes we are not even in a space to be dating. You
That.
shouldn't be dating anybody. The way his life was set up and the way his life was looking, he was not in a position to date me, his
Yeah.
baby mama, his fiance, his wife, nobody. It was all bad. Okay?
Did he ever
After
explain
we
that baby mama
Yeah. People.
situation to you?
Yeah. People really did not like
I
his.
don't know. He got a baby mama. He had with a one night stand. He only met the child, to my knowledge, 2 times.
Right.
He was saying that he didn't want to have a relationship because she doesn't speak, and until she starts talking, and he doesn't need to be in her life like that. I don't speak on people kids. That's his relationship with
Right.
that lady. But the lady is not a Muslim. She was a Mexican lady. So your child is being raised as Catholic. It does not have his last name. None of that.
Okay.
Uh,
Mm.
that's just what he told me. I don't know
Okay.
how far it goes
Yeah.
beyond that, but it's not with his wife,
Not with the wife.
who
Gotcha.
he said he was with for 5 years prior.
That's what he said. That's what I want to talk about next. So when did you find out that he was married? And did he tell you that? Did you find that
No.
out? Okay.
No, he never told me that. I never knew he was married until a couple weeks ago. I thought that he had got engaged, that he was engaged the whole time. That's why I said girlfriend. Like you can say, oh, we ain't married. Your girlfriend, who you blocked, your girlfriend was your girlfriend the whole time. I didn't know anything about a wife. It came to me later on. I think I only learned that until like maybe a month ago or something. Somebody was like, he's actually somebody from wherever he's from. They start sending me messages. He's made once the show air. They
Right.
start whenever the show air is when I found out. Just to be
Okay.
clear, one of the girls from several girls. It must have been like 5 or 6 people DMing me, telling me he's married, he's a scammer, he ran off with my money, blah blah blah. I hadn't talked to Bello because I was over it. Once the breakup happened, I was over it. I never cared too much about it no more. But we filmed the reunion in March.
Oh, so you guys were together until December, right
Till
before
Christmas Eve. Yes.
Christmas Eve.
You
And
need to hear that story.
Then you filmed a reunion in March, and he was already married. So he got.
Yes. You do the math.
That's the math that he didn't want to talk about.
Exactly. Because he was already married on the reunion when he sat up there and I said, you have a girlfriend? And he says, no, I don't. Yeah, you don't, because you got a wife, nigga.
Wow. That's crazy. So you break up.
And then we have a Cardi, who's the investigator, who got the marriage license. And it was just their 1-year anniversary about 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Yikes.
She posted it. The girl did, and I have the receipt to that, where I didn't look for it because I don't give 2 cents. Cardi sent it to me. The girl posted they've been married, happily married. Only person who's owed an apology is his wife, because you up here not even claiming your wife. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Now, maybe you Muslim, you can have 6 wives. I don't know, baby. I asked you that on the show. Like, do you want 6 wives? I didn't know he was Muslim. We had been having conversations that I had no idea about that until we went on our first date.
And that was the thing to me, other than your time, it just seemed like that's how it felt real to me when if your kids and your parents, like it felt like that's the part that really, really hurt.
Did you really, like when he broke things off, were you hurt?
I was pissed. It was Christmas Eve. I was pissed off. I was pissed. Absolutely. It's a timeline to breaking up with ladies. You don't do it before Christmas. You do it in Thanksgiving. A week before Thanksgiving. You don't break up with ladies on you know what I really want to say, but I'm like, I know you fucking lying. Like Christmas Eve, I had bought the Negro gifts and matching pajamas, and now I don't do this and that and the third. What? I was embarrassed. My kids was looking at me, everybody shaking their head like, girl, I know you ain't said over this brokey. Because everybody thought in my family thought he was broke, including my kids, who was when he was in the bathroom trying to pay that $400 bill. And they was like, should we pay it? My kid's rich. They got money. They're like, should we pay the bill? Like, is he hiding?
See, that's
I was embarrassed. I was pissed. I cried. I was upset. I was emotional. I was a wreck. I was mad. I don't care. A lady will sit up here and lie to y'all and say they feel some kind of way if they say they weren't upset about getting broke up with on Christmas Eve. I was like, what? You breaking up with me? I should have been breaking up with you.
That part. That part, but he probably didn't have. Mostly, probably didn't, if you don't have a gift and you wait too long, and then you can't. I'm gonna be in a bad.
And not having a gift, that sound like a man who can afford 3 dinners a week at $600 a pop.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. But
Come on.
It also proves my point, Dominique. You need to have a man that has a man with means. Don't do that again.
Never.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
It was like doing charity work, and I feel bad. Like, oh, you know how we think we gotta dumb it down sometimes? Like, let me dumb it down a little bit. Let me just be regular. Yeah, ain't shit about me regular. So I can't even move on that limb. God did not choose me to be that way. I can't help what I am. And I treat everybody amazing. I treat people good. He had nothing. I still treat him great. I cooked him meals. He didn't have to, we didn't have to go out. He was trying to go out, and I don't. Everybody who even know me know I don't even like. I go out for the aesthetics with my homegirls because I need a break and I get some drinks. Yeah. I'm not even a big. I'm a picky person. My daughter's a chef, the one who live with me, and she make me cook. She don't come home and cook. She say, "Ma, can you cook for me?" Absolutely. Like I cook. I am a cooker, so I am a caterer. I do all of that. Like that's my thing. I like to be at home and cook some food. Yeah. I'm a housewife. I cook all the time. I cook my lunch. My coworkers know they can depend on me to bring food. I'm gonna bring it. I'm gonna do that. That's what I love. I love that. It brings energy to me to see a man even sitting and eating a plate. I'm like, I love it. I'm not a wasteful person. And that don't even make sense. Like, boy, nobody liked you that much for my kids be hanging out with you.
$600 to buy groceries.
He could have bought groceries. I love it. I'm at the grocery store. He did do that one time. He did buy some groceries once. Okay. He did buy some groceries on Thanksgiving. He met me at the grocery store and bought some groceries, and his credit card did work. So let's give a round of applause. He did come to the grocery store that day and bought them groceries. Give a round of applause for the groceries on Thanksgiving. He met me. He did. The bills, absolutely not. That's a joke.
Thanksgiving, you guys spent Thanksgiving together?
Yes.
Okay. Damn it, man. Because that was one of the things people were like, well, he's Muslim, so he doesn't celebrate.
When it was convenient to be Muslim.
He did celebrate Thanksgiving, so he's not averse to celebrating holidays.
And told me he was going to celebrate Christmas with his family in Toronto. They were coming from Nigeria, so I didn't. Okay. That's what he told me. I ain't gonna be there for Christmas, but I'm gonna come over Christmas Eve. Instead, he broke up on Christmas Eve.
He had to be with that other lady.
He did.
His wife.
And he had been hospitalized, and the lady was at the hospital with him. It was a lot going on. It was.
When you got to the reunion, had you seen him since the breakup?
No.
Okay. Because he said that you knew everything and you were cool. Y'all were cool. Everything was. I
talked to him one time. He tried to check my temperature. That's what I call it, a temperature check. Mm-hmm. Maybe 2 weeks before the reunion, he reached out to me, maybe 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. Prior to that, I had not heard from him, and it was very cutting. I'm not a grudge holder. I really, like you did me a favor. It's a blessing. It was like, sometimes things happen and like a mess becomes, and I was just being like, okay, I was trying to see it through. I thought, okay, we're going to defeat the odds. Well, let's see if this could work. It really just wasn't working. Yeah. And, once you have to get to know a person and sit with that reality of the show not going to pay for this, I got to be, then it becomes a different story. And if we talking about, I feel like Iverson, we talking about practice, we talking about meals, like, bro, I wasn't expecting you to feed. Like, that's something I can do. I find dine by myself, So I think I went out yesterday with my 3 girlfriends, with my sister and one of my best friends, and I paid the bill because that's just what we do. And the bill probably was $400 with drinks and, but I don't know. I think it's inappropriate to even talk about that because that's just like taboo to me.
He was trying to save face. A couple more questions on Bello, then I want to move off of him on.
Sure.
So with him, at the reunion, you brought up he said this afterwards in a confessional that your dad didn't like the fact that he was Muslim, and then we saw you guys have a conversation about having children. He used that as a reason that he broke up with you.
That's crazy. I never told that man I couldn't have kids.
Right.
Never said that.
I was like, did y'all have another conversation? Because in the conversation that we saw, you said you were open to trying. You guys talked about other ways to have a baby, And you just said that you were kind of afraid, but you didn't
of
say.
losing a
Oh,
baby because I had two miscarriages
oh,
at 40.
right,
I told him, I said 2 years ago I had two miscarriages. So,
right,
like I'm not afraid I can have babies. I don't know what the cause of I'm afraid to lose them. So
right.
I felt like you weaponized what I said and now you converted it to she can't even have kids. Boy, you just sound so stupid. And it
Okay,
was so like asinine to me at that in that moment and very hurtful too, because
yeah,
I like we never had a conversation moving forward about it because I felt like
that's what I was
we're not even in the stage that we did that on the show, but we ain't in the stage to be talking about having no baby.
like. Right.
Like you can't even afford a baby right now, bro. Like you need to be focused. Like I really would have appreciated if he would have just hit me with the I got a lot going on.
Right. Right.
I need to focus. And I knew that. And I would have respected that 10 toes down. But you had so much going on. You had a fiance and you came on here because he kept telling me, like, I want to make movies and I want to be famous. And I kept looking at him like, what? Like, I don't even have conversations like this with people. Like, I know real famous people. Like,
Right.
this
Who
what you
says that?
so I said, oh, this is what you're trying to do? This what this was about?
Mhm.
So we would have conversations like that. He go, no, no, no. I just meant like, like this is a good business venture for me when people see this. And I've been on TV before. I really didn't care. I really just came here. Like I had moments of embarrassment. Like I'm
Mhm.
embarrassed that this even happened. And my sister was like, for what? She's like, you were being authentic. You were bringing your real self. Anybody who know that's exactly who you are. I was
Right.
just like that. People think like I was being just like vulnerable or stupid, and I wasn't. I was just being open to the
Yeah.
process.
I don't
I
think
wouldn't have
anybody
been here.
felt like
I didn't think Bill Gates was gonna be in this room, but I thought the men would be, cool enough for me to see. So I worked it through and I walked it through and I walked it
yeah.
down. And I couldn't help what the reaction from the people was. I was
Yeah.
being myself the whole time.
I knew it was real because you kissed that man in the mouth.
I did.
I know. I know. I know.
Did
That's
y'all
And
how I
have
I'm
knew it
like,
was real.
they were
That's
saying
how I knew
stuff
it was
like I
being
was
real.
being sexual. I was never saying anything sexual. I carried myself like a lady the whole time. I was interested in him. That would mean I was kissing Devon and kissing Cardi and kissing it.
Nope.
I did not. I
You
did
did
not.
you
not.
did not.
I
You
never
did
had
not.
any sexual innuendo conversations. I never referenced anything sexual. I can't help if I look good, if I look sexy. That is a look that I present on myself. That's just who I am. But I've never
And we
said
like it.
anything. I never said anything sexual. I never
I didn't
referenced
hear it.
anything like that. I held myself to my true self, which was just me being me. If you like that, great. I didn't switch for each man. I act the same because that's who I
Exactly.
was. I didn't get around him and say, I like to read books. Nigga, I don't read no books but the Bible. Shut up. I didn't, oh, do
Hey,
you like me? I read books. Oh, I don't go to the club. Oh, I don't do this. Oh, I stay at home. I was like, no, I presented who I was to everybody, exactly who I was. That's why I was never a problem with them trying to figure out if they liked me or not. I was giving who
you
I was with it was never switching up. Well,
did.
I'm with him, I'm gonna act like I like this. Oh, I'm him. Oh, he might like this. Oh,
You
he don't
did.
like when people go. I didn't do none of that. I just gave him this me. You like me or nah?
My husband said, I like her. She stands on business. I
Yeah.
said, she does stand on business. All right, we're gonna move. I don't really think there's anything else with Bello, but I just want to get all those things out. I do want to ask you about Devon.
Okay.
Um, but Devon, you first of all, it was obvious that you what you say is true because you showed everybody the same. You were sweet to everybody. You weren't dismissive. And I think the men, to that point, the men felt comfortable, almost a little too comfortable, to where Devon felt like he could kiss you, and he was really feeling it. So watching him with you was almost like watching a sixth grader with a senior that's just like fumbling over himself. he did you understand? He really had you as his top, even though to us it was clear that was not possible.
Okay.
I'm just asking, like, what were your thoughts? Did it seem that awkward to you? Because it was awkward for us to watch.
Okay. So here, I'm just being real. I'm never doing what people expect me to do.
Okay.
One. Um, I think that I gave everybody a fair shot. None of them were any different to me. I gave them all a fair shot. My connection with Devon was I liked him from the second mixer. From the first mixer we talked, and I was like, oh, he was all right. I mean, we just basing everything off of personality and conversation. I was like, oh, he was cool. None of the girls liked him. Listen to what I said. None of them.
Mm-hmm.
Soon as I came back and I said, oh, I like Devon.
Yeah.
You know, like, you know that saying where they say where a guy has on a ring and all the women want him because he got the ring on, take the ring off, and nobody looking at him.
Mm-hmm. It's the cosign.
Yeah. So I co-signed it, I guess. And then everybody, oh, he cool. I like him too. I was like, okay. If I didn't like Bello, then I don't think nobody else would have liked him. I said what I said.
and we caught it. And we caught it. Devon
was cool, but Devon was doing things he wasn't supposed to do. Devon was showing up to my job. Like you ain't supposed to like Devon wasn't playing. Like he was like I look up Devon is at my job with roses. I never could say that on the show because I didn't want to like he was at my job with roses. Devon was sending food. Devon was feeding lunch. Devon was going the extra mile. So I gave the brother a shot, just as I gave all of them a shot. He ain't no different from the rest of them, if you ask me. I was on a platform. This is what I had to choose from, and I was given the process. I was being real to the process. I really came I really was cool with what was going on until I wasn't, and I was like, what the hell? Would I have met any of these men off this platform? No.
Right.
No.
That's obvious. That's
but
clear.
I'm happy I did because I have made friends. I have made friends. Cardi, come over my house. We'll sit right here with me and we can have a conversation. Yeah. Bello did something like put where I work. Cardi was like, that is like, you're weird. I'm not telling people like we protect women at all costs. I don't know what kind of bitch-ness you got going on, but we don't expose where people work, where they, like if people, I work in a public place, absolutely, but only when people come in and I don't talk about it. I don't post it on my Instagram. I don't talk about it because I can't. We are not even supposed to. It's like I could never say on any platforms where I work because it's a breach of my contract. So for you to do so and to put my life in danger, I didn't even know that he did that. I don't appreciate it.
He was trying to save face and trying to lash out at you because people were clowning him, and that was what he tried to do. I wonder what like Devon, because I felt like I'm not sure with Shannon, and maybe even Nicole. Like I felt like he would have been a better match for some of the other ladies, and he just did not. He did not want to do it. He did not want to do it. Did you ever try to be like, what about her? What about, what's wrong?
I never talked about the other ladies. I'm sorry. Yeah. I can't give you too much tea on it. I didn't talk about it. Yeah. He would never call me and he would really be like, he was like a little therapist. He would call and be like talking. And I would be like, okay, I'm telling y'all the truth. I really took the process serious. I really talked with him. He was cool. He was doing extra stuff that I didn't ask for, and I was okay with that. I ain't gonna lie. He was sending money. He was like sending cash apps, and he was like, he probably gave me more than Bello even. So the fact that Bello even was saying he was doing those things was made up. Like, what? You never did none of that. Like and I'm gonna give you your props if you did something. I'm not a liar. Like me, I stand on what I say because I ain't gonna lie. Like if you did it, I would be like, oh, he did this. Oh, absolutely. You did not. Devon, he was, I think I would have never met Devon. I'm happy I did though, because he's cool. Far as, like it was no love connection moving forward.
Were you surprised at what happened at the reunion with Nicole telling you and Shannon what he said behind you guys' back? Did that shock you?
No.
Why not?
No. Because he talked a lot. So I believed he after the friend day and he sent us all a copy and paste us a message. I was yeah. When people show you who they are, believe them. I'm grown. I knew that was like he could say that. He could say he don't like my values, but what are they? Like, okay. I don't know. I don't even think we ever had a value conversation. So did I take it and was mad about it? No, because it wasn't who I was. So I don't know what he said when he meant I don't like her value. I don't know what that means. I don't think we even had a conversation about that. I think you were just talking to another woman, just saying anything at that point to make her feel more secure. I didn't take it personal.
What did you think when did he tell you about the situation that Mercedes shared with everybody about his physical situation?
No, I never even heard that.
Wow. That's interesting that he would tell them and not tell Shannon and Nicole and not tell you when you were his top. That's weird.
No, that actually makes sense.
Yeah, he never mentioned that to me. I know what y'all referencing because it happened after, but none of that ever got aired out from my knowledge on the show.
That makes sense that he didn't tell Dominique.
No, he never told me anything about his. No.
That is wild to me. I mean, but why did he tell them though, Mo? I don't understand. Why would he tell them if he wasn't just keep it away from everybody?
I mean, at that point, he's just sharing. He felt comfortable and never thought, but he's not going to tell what he thinks is his top. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
He never told me that. So I never even heard that. So whatever the conversation, like I've been hearing it now, and I talked to these ladies, I never even knew that.
Did you hear Mercedes say it at the reunion?
No.
Nothing. Okay. Wow.
I never heard that. So it was news to me. Like, I guess something happened within the last week.
Well, he went live and shared with everybody.
Last weekend.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know about that. No.
Okay.
And if it was said, nobody said it was him, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
Girl, I be so focused. Y'all, I be looking like these children. What is going on? My mature self. Did I say the right word? Because they be like, she didn't say the right word. I'm very focused. So sometimes when people saying things that don't apply to me, I'm not listening. I don't know. I'm like, what? What are they talking? I'm always the girl who's like, what? I missed that. Like, I don't know. I took this approach to be very centered on what I wanted and what I was looking for. I didn't really entertain too much about what everybody else had going on. And that's just fair. Unless it was like somebody's feelings was hurt and I was there and I was sharing comfort to them. But other than that, I don't know.
Whew. Well, Shannon,
any more questions?
No. That is it. What did you learn anything about yourself from this process besides you will not date down anymore?
You something else, girl. So damn. When people show something I already knew.
Yeah.
When people show you are who they are, believe them.
Yeah.
Maya Angelou said that? Maybe.
One of the people said it. Yeah. Yep.
You're right. I'm not gonna dumb it down. I'm gonna be exactly like I got to. You have to meet me where I'm at. You got to meet me where I'm at, and you got to meet me where I'm either where I'm at or better. Like I can't because now I'm taking suffering because you want where I was at, and now you're trying to make me look bad for what I require when you already knew what I required. I should not have to look bad for what I require of myself. That I can do for myself. If you can't, then how many dates I turned down? I'm cool because it's what is it bringing me? So I stepped on that platform, and right now I'm in a space where I'm just like, I'm cool. When it happened, it happens. I can't take on your baggage and make it as mine because that's not fair to me. We need to meet. We're either where I'm at or better because then I get punished for. What's the word that I said wrong? That everybody was like, you said that wrong. Inadequate? Is it inadequate?
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe
inaccuracy. Is it inaccurate? What's the word? Like your shortcomings. Now you're punishing me for your shortcomings. And that sounds like a you problem, not a me problem. So my expectations need to be met.
Yeah.
Where I can meet myself at. I can't dumb it down. You're right. I can't do that. Because then it becomes like a task, and now it becomes like, oh, and nobody don't want a person who's like, oh, I feel bad for. I don't like. No, I want you to be looking at me like it was more of a pity. Like, dang, you kind of fucked up. You know how you gotta be, and that wasn't a good space for me to live in because it started taking over me. Like, dang, every time you went to the bathroom for 45 minutes. I'm like, this is sad.
Y'all
It gets
trying
me
to get a cash
sadder.
app.
that Kevin Hart where he'd be like, see, my checking is attached to my savings and and I it takes a couple of days for what is in my savings to come to the next
He
thing.
was trying to get somebody to cash app him the money.
I think so. He kept saying like my American account and my Canada. I'm like, American. You do know I work in retail. Like people who come in here and swipe them cards.
It's like the cars.
I don't know, like to dumb it down to just in plain sight. I'm never here to bash anybody because it's like situations happen, life happens to everybody, and sometimes life grab you by the balls and you got to learn to do better and move on. But sometimes you came to this platform and you knew you weren't ready. So that's not now you want to punish the people who you and downplay that situation where you should have never been here because you were presenting yourself as a big shot. And I knew you wasn't all alone. I just actually liked you. I was like, oh, he seemed cool.
Damn it. He messed it up. Man, he messed it up.
No,
I said he seemed cool enough for me to, to vibe with, and we did have a physical connection. I won't lie about that because who don't want to have a physical connection?
right.
That's what you see first anyway. You gonna be like,
Speaking of that, hold on, Dominique. What about the hair, the spray?
oh my God. One time I was so embarrassed. Oh God, this took me out. This took me out. It took me out. I was like, what's up with your hair? And it was like he had just sprayed it on, and I was like, just. He's like, I sprayed it on and I got it dyed. And I'm like, you didn't dye it because you have no hair. Like you're spraying a hairline on. And I hated it. And I told him, and I was like, he's like, you think I should just go bald? I said, absolutely. And then he laid and messed up my headboard. And I was pissed. Like my headboard come from Restoration Hardware. He left a black beige jean on my $20,000 headboard. I was pissed. I was like, I know you fucking lying. Oh, this is Restoration Hardware. Like,
no. Whoa.
It's
That
still
ain't the
there.
way you mess up
I've
a
been
headboard.
trying to bleach it. I've been trying to get that thing out of my.
It's dye. Literally, it is dye. Yeah. Lauren said she told him not to do it too, but he just.
I did. I asked him like, "What is going on?" Because it was like really thick at one day. It was just so thick I couldn't even. And we were out with my family, and my brother said, "What the fuck was that?" And I go, My brother just kept shaking his head at me, and he said,
"Yeah, we don't."
What the fuck? My brother said, "What are you doing?"
I think everybody said that.
Both of my brothers sat there because they don't play about me. Yeah. And they sat there and said, they looked at me, my brother laughed. He said, boy, Tone gonna have a field day with this. My ex, he said, oh, Tone gonna have a I said that. I mean, and it was no for shits and giggles. I gave him the benefit of the doubt that things would, process, but at the end of the day, it wasn't a situation that was gonna work anyway. But he knew coming in. My point is that you lied and you had a fiance, you were already dealing with somebody else the whole time. So you shouldn't have been here. Another person missed out on being here and having an opportunity at love because you took their spot. And that shit was foul. If you had somebody, I would never in no right mind been up on that stage or up in that presence having a fiance.
Do you think he was on some Coming to America shit?
Hell yeah.
Okay, that's what I wanted. Okay.
He wore the outfit, like
it was Prince, but not really because you don't have any real money though. But I think you hadn't watched the show before.
No, I hadn't. And so I was like, really, like, I had no idea. Like, I didn't even watch. I had watched
for you. This was not the right show for you. You should have been.
At the end of the day, I left with some good friends.
Right.
I did. And that I probably would have never met.
Okay.
And for me, that's a win. I don't call everybody my friend.
Right.
But I have met some people, like I seen Vince the other day. Me and Vince came to my job too. Like Vince came and asked, like he's cool. I like him. I like people who they are. Like be who you are because you didn't frail. You stayed true to who you were, right? I met people who I probably would have never met, and I actually like them. Yeah. And I feel I could walk away knowing whatever you said or whatever the narrative someone else is trying to create. Oh, we're a mean environment. This is the environment you created, sis. Nobody created that environment for you. Take accountability. I'm very much big on accountability. I'm going to take accountability for even not being able to see. I seen the red flags, but that don't mean we stop doing what we want to do because we see them. We just see them. And we see, I'm still going to do it. What I was going to eliminate myself, I could have. But I took the process like, well, hey, I'm being serious. Let's see what happens. And people would talk bad about me if I would have said, oh, I stopped. he broke. You know, I would have been called everything in the book, like, oh, a gold digger or that. And I wasn't, I can't be a gold digger. He had no gold. And I knew it. Like, it was really just like an opportunity. And I was just really trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. But everything that happens in the dark comes to the light. And the lies, you can't cover up. You can't cover up lies with truths. I'm speaking the truth. So I don't feel embarrassed about what I'm saying because it's all true. I've been saying the same thing from the reunion. I was like, he had a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Like, you blocked your girlfriend, and the girlfriend is the same girl who you married to.
So it was a fiance. Was there anybody that you any people like that you were friends with that you wanted their relationship to work?
No.
Okay.
I like that answer.
Yeah. It's the look that she was giving, because I felt, I'm gonna just tell you from my perspective, I felt we watched the finale. I told, because I have a 30-year-old daughter, so I'm looking at Ashley and Darius, and I was like, that don't look right. It just don't look right. She's a beautiful girl, but
it wasn't right.
It just wasn't. Yeah, and I was just like,
and that's my girl.
Yeah,
that's my girl. I love me some Ash. That's my home girl. That's my baby.
He's a wild boy.
I don't know him in a frame to say anything bad about him. I just know that wasn't a connection.
Right.
I'll leave that for Ashley to talk about, not me. I don't know him in that realm. I just know him as surface as everybody else seen.
Right.
Respectfully.
Mo, you have any other questions?
Nah, she said it like, I like the fact, like she said, at the end of the day, you know, she got to meet some cool people, wound up becoming some cool friends. We got to meet, you know what I'm saying? We wouldn't have, you know, you wouldn't be on here. I wouldn't get the Speaking of which, the thing is, like, you talked about co-signing and possibly co-signing Devon, and that's how the women get the life. If you could do me a solid and do that for me, you could put a heart on one of my pictures or some shit like that.
Because he definitely puts a lot on yours. So I
gotta follow you. I don't even know. Is it Scorpio Mo on Instagram?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it.
It is.
I gotta follow you. I follow you, right, Crystal?
Yeah, go to your page and look at the likes. Because I went.
So where can I see the interview? Did you guys ask me? Because I'm not talking about this anymore. So I hope I haven't talked with anybody, and I'm not gonna do another interview where I talk about. I don't want to look like I'm bashing people because that's not my angle. I want to just be honest of what my story was, what actually happened to me, and move on. Things happen, and you know what people think is something that meant to hurt me really helped me. So for me, I'm happy that he did it the day he did it. Actually, even though it was a bad look on that day, and you shouldn't do that to nobody. You should even come back on the new year and be like, you know what? Right. New year,
new boo.
You know, you missed the deadline to break up, bro. And it just, I don't know if it's maybe you don't know better, but you should.
Oh, he knew better. He knew.
You should. Like, that was trash. But you had to get to that fiance who y'all had a wedding to get to in 5 weeks.
Right.
So it makes sense. And everything happens. I'm cool with it. I don't have no feel like he was coming with a lot of, for him to say, he's been coming in hot after the reunion. And I was just like, I don't have no problem with you. You need to chill because it's giving very sassy to me. Cause I'm like, I'm over it. I've been seeing my truth from day one. Like, and I'm cool. I don't have no beef with him. I don't have no problem. First of all, he's a man, and I don't have no aggression towards him. So act like a man. And I'm a lady, so always treat me as one. So all that catty behind my back talking about me because you had nothing bad to say when you were with me on that stage, on that reunion. Let's make this clear too. On that reunion, and it was up until he was trying to put his arm around me and consult. Baby, that's all fake to me because one thing I'm not is fake. So we ain't gonna get fake energy. And that was the first time I had seen him, right? So I said to myself, what I'm gonna do is women should be protected. Don't ever come with the aggression now when somebody calls you out on your BS to now try to degrade them and throw daggers of things that you already knew. That now you just making up lies because that was all untrue. Maybe you should have been a doctor since you know so much about the woman's uterus. We can figure that out too, but you're not. And like
when you said it, because we saw that there was a T in the D. Shouts out to Ina Lee and Cardi and there's two sets of people doing podcasts, Lauren and Ed, and then T and the D, and we saw you explain how that was hurtful to you by him saying that. Did he apologize? Did he?
No, he came on that show and said, I want to, and I was really upset with Ina because I'm a girl. At the end of the day, I'm not going to carry no dirt for nobody, no grown ass man. I'm
Right.
staying out of that. If he wants an apology from you. Apology for what? What did I do to him that deserves an apology? He came on that podcast, her thing on the reunion day, and said that he wanted an apology from me, which I thought was
What? Did he
crazy.
tell you for what?
He said because I was trying to ruin his name, and I said, "Ruin your name? I don't even talk about you. I posted what was actually posted from the show. I've never said anything further about you.
Right.
The things that I could say to tarnish you, I never stated,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and I could, and I didn't.
Keep it classy. Keep it classy. I like
You know." Exactly. So his aggression for me when he came on, he was all stand on business about me. And I was like, at least get your own line, bro. Like you coming in here on her show, on Ina's show. That's what he did. And I just was like not cool with that because first of all, it was too much aggression for me. I'm a woman at the end of the day. And I'm not coming at, I just said, I'm not giving you an apology. I don't owe you one.
Right.
If anybody is owed an apology, I don't even need one from him.
Yeah.
Honestly, only person who needs an apology is his wife, because since you don't want to tell the timeline of when you actually married this woman.
Right. And you
Well,
and
that's
to block you from the page, block her from your page. That meant
Yeah.
that, yeah.
It was ongoing. And he was going back to Canada he was going to live his life in Canada. He would come up here and come for a couple of days, and I would get to looking like you shouldn't be feeling comfortable staying in nobody's house if you ain't paying no bills. And he wasn't. So the invites got less and less. Like, yeah, I'm busy.
Yeah.
No, you can't just be laying up in here with your big feet in my bed, like make in my robe, in my Versace robe, and asking to drive my car and need a loan.
Nina, yeah. Because he tried to say that, your brother couldn't get the loan or something like that. He threw a little shade about the fact that the money really couldn't come that he was talking about. But I think it was just he was hurt that you told the truth, which is weird because if you were thinking that, then he should have definitely tried to. First of all, you don't break it off like that because you got a reunion to go to. And then he could have reached out beforehand, apologized, and smoothed it out so y'all could have been cool by the time you got to the reunion. Because you're gonna,
what he could have said at the reunion to save his own face is, hey, I broke it up with Dominique. Me and my ex ended up reconciling, and we got married. He could have said that on that reunion.
That's true. That's what he said afterwards. He's tried to make that right afterwards, but he didn't say it at the reunion.
On the reunion, you were saying, I'm a liar. I don't have a girlfriend. I never had that. No, I didn't. I didn't go through your phone and block anybody. And it was the same. I never knew she was his wife at the time. I knew that she was his girl. I knew she was a fiance because it had been exposed at that. But then he said no. So I wasn't going to put that on him. I was going to say girlfriend. Right? Mm-hmm. And he's like, no, that's a lie. That never happened. I don't have a girlfriend. I'm not dating anybody. The whole time you were married as you were sitting on that stage.
That's crazy. Well, I first of all, we appreciate you coming on the show.
Yes.
Thanks for having me, guys.
I really do. I appreciate it. I wanted you to be able to say everything because we heard him saying a lot. We had him on the show way before. We had him on early. And so, he speaks very well. He said a lot of great things about you.
Most kind artists do.
Right.
Give me them flowers, more. Those mine?
Hell yeah, they yours.
You've been holding them roses since you got on here. I would prefer 12. Don't come with the Devon. Devon had 3 roses. I roasted him. I said, boy, don't you ever bring me 3 roses. Bring a dozen.
I threw them at you when you first came on the thing. We straight.
You did check Devon at the sit down with your girlfriends. Did he see that as course correction? Because he obviously was not upset. He still talks about you in the,
Yes. I like me some, I like Devon.
Yeah.
Devon is not bad in my book at all. I have no issue. I'm not fake. So I'm gonna be honest. Like, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Like, I don't have a problem with him. If I was him, I would like me too. Like, why not? Like, I'm being nice to you. I'm showing interest. Okay, this girl, okay, who I thought might not have ever liked me is talking to me. I mean, and that ain't to toot my own horn. It's just being real. I'm being honest. I'm seeing what people wanted to say. And
Yeah.
I said it to him, like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, this is cool. I really do like find your conversation interesting. He's very a good listener. I like a man who gonna listen and, talk, but we didn't do too much gossiping, but
Yeah.
he would indulge if you let
Well,
him. I'm just too busy for that shit. I'd be like, I don't give a fuck.
you guys, you guys did say that all the guys came back and talked after the guys' lounge. It seemed like everybody. Maybe
the girls were doing it too. It wasn't no different. It's life. It happens. We will all be sitting here fake as hell, acting like people ain't gonna say what was happening. If you hear something, you like, what?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I told Bella everything that Lauren was saying. I couldn't believe it. I said, why you keep going out with this girl? She said she don't even like you. Like, I was saying it. Like, Ashley would come tell me. They will all do that. Like, I'm not innocent in that on that behalf.
Right.
To just to clear the air, it was happening. People were seeing it. Like, a lot of stuff that happened, I didn't care to talk about, but I heard it.
Lauren did say that she didn't like any of the guys.
Yeah, she always say that.
Okay. Just asking, because that's a lot of people said. She said that. She was like, she didn't say that she liked, because she's okay.
She said it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know. Like, maybe she said it a few times. She said, I don't know. She said she didn't like Bello, and then she kept telling him she did. I was confused on that. So I was just like, well, last night you said she like,
Well, she said he asked her out right after she got eliminated. He told her that he still wanted to date her. So
Bella.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I didn't know that. But I mean,
it doesn't matter.
Well, he said he was in a vacuum with me. I don't know, a vacuum with me and the wife. When was it time? I didn't got time to date so many people. Like, oh,
they
God.
do be having dudes do have time. Do you want to get married again? And if so, what would make you get married again?
Absolutely. Why not? Sure. Why wouldn't I get married? I mean, I don't want to be a person who doesn't have a life partner. I would love that.
What would make you? What about a man would be like, he's the one? I could do this if it's like this.
He let me be me. He comes to the table saying, I like the things that I don't even like about you. I like it.
Stupid.
You get to be, you are Dominique. Mm-hmm. I like the fact that you just are who you are. Let me be me. If that's number one in my book. Like, a man coming to me and want me to change and do, I'm not trying to change you. I need you to show up as who you are, and I'm gonna show up as who I am. And if we can do that, we got a great beginning, Don't be intimidated about anything that happened in the past, because that's the past. Right. We standing in front of me. Let's focus on what we looking at. Let's not focus on the rear view. So I need a man who is just very much confident enough to say that I can date a woman like Dominique, who is confident. I'm very confident. I don't have no problem. It's called self-esteem. You can't break mine.
You got passport?
Absolutely. I mean, I don't need any, and I don't like nobody bragging about what you done and what you need brownie points. Do what you're supposed to do, because I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to do.
Right.
That's facts. Any man who get with me, I'm gonna spoil him just as much as he spoiled me. So it is not a one-sided thing in my book. I told them, what I'm asking for myself, what I manifested for me,
you willing to give.
I can give it. Mm-hmm. I do it. This is my life. I'm living I ain't no NBA wife no more. I'm a single woman, just like every other single woman out here, and I'm taking charge of who I am, and I can afford who I am. So if you can't, don't come over here with all your insecurities about what you can't provide for. Because I'm not even requiring it. You're like, this in that way. I was like, huh? Why you worried about the wrong thing? Focus. I need a man to be very focused and focus. If you got yourself in order, then I can't make you insecure, because you together. Be together. I need a man who's together. I can't take on no projects. I can't fix you up. I can't battle your demons and slay them for you. And I thought at some point in my life, oh, I'm a demon slayer. I'm tired. No, you go to Jesus. He can slay them for you. I can't do it.
You like
but I'm
chocolate
here.
Ice cream?
I love chocolate ice cream. I hate vanilla.
Okay, okay, okay.
He's stupid. He's gonna be he's gonna be in your DMs afterwards.
Yeah,
But
I'm kind of. It look hard, but it's kind of easy. It look harder than probably what it is. I'm very simple. I've done all the things that people think are super important. Or they can look at your Instagram. Oh, she like to be out. I really don't. I really be in this house. I go to work. I'm really like, hey, I can't wait to enjoy a partner and just be cool with my partner. But I do
Mhm.
need a partner who's already healed and
Yeah,
already, happy
it's
within
a man
himself
that's
and love himself. I need a man who already 100% whole. I
there. You
can't.
go.
I need you to be whole, baby. I ain't got time to be fixing you up and
Mhm,
fixing what they did to you. I need you to already forgive them for what they done and
mhm.
start here with me fresh and clean and brand new.
Yeah.
And don't worry about what this person did and that. I'm cool. And I could, like let's just maintain ourselves and make each other better. That's all I want.
What do you like to do for fun though? We know you work. We know you got your family. Your family oriented. So if you could say like I need a partner because we know you want someone that's a best friend. What do you do to like
Lay
relax?
in bed and rub and rub each other.
Okay.
That's fun to me.
That's fun to me too.
No jokes. Laugh, tell some jokes, maybe eat an edible with me, crack up to the end of the night. I don't know, just chill. Be chill in your own skin. Be funny, because I'm kind of funny. I can get real funny on you. I can get real like,
Yeah,
I'm a fun time. I just sometimes don't want to be out and about like that. And
yeah.
people assume that I do. And I'm really like, baby,
Well, it's probably because you already been there, done that, so it doesn't impress you. So
not at all. I'm
yeah,
like, I want to go on vacation and not party.
yeah.
I'm the girl who wants to go on vacation. I will leave my friends and be like,
I'm going home. I'm going back. I'm going
I'm
back.
going back to the bed. Sorry. I just want I live I'm peaceful and I need somebody who is also peaceful. I'm very peaceful. I'm
You like
very
older men? Would you date like older men?
yes. Yes, yes, yes. I've dated older men. My ex-husband was older.
She said that.
What's the oldest you'll go? This woman. That's just my last question. What's the oldest you'll go?
I don't know. Like maybe in 60?
Oh, we good. All right, cool.
I don't know, like 60
So
maybe?
that
Yeah, we
he's
straight.
55. So I think he's in there. He's in there. We came to Detroit. We did not get a chance to meet Dominique. So
Where you guys from? I'm so sorry.
no,
We
I'm
hit,
at Toledo, Ohio, and he's from Connecticut.
Oh
but we live
wow.
here in Atlanta. We here in
Yeah,
Atlanta.
we're in Atlanta. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But we we enjoyed the show this
Yes.
season, but it does seem like. Do you think that when you see the edit, it's different than people's personalities are different, or do you think what you saw in the edit that pretty much is that person's personality? Because I feel like listening to you tonight, we do see you're a lot more fun, just because we didn't get
Yeah.
a chance to see you do anything but talk really to Bello. But I feel like when I met the people, it's kind of they are who I saw them to be on television. Like I don't see anybody being very, very different. When we went there, we met Cardi. Cardi is I really like him a lot. I could see,
I like
but
Cardi.
he will talk. He's gonna talk. Okay. Ed,
So you guys see me in an aspect where I was being serious about and intentional about the men that I was dating.
right.
So that's what y'all seen. It's a lot of stuff y'all didn't see. Which is cool. I didn't get to show my personality. I guess I don't really know, but I thought I was. That's me.
I think you
Honestly,
did. You
I
obviously
that was me. So I didn't. I'm like I'm no nonsense. I'm not gonna talk about people and if I'm talking about you, I'm gonna address you.
Mhm.
I'm just grown. So
Did you
I
get
just do
dressed?
think I move different. Like I think, oh, that's childish to me. Some things I thought was very childish. Like I'm never gonna talk about another woman in her face and not address it. I'm gonna address whatever. If I feel like there's an issue, I'm always addressing it. Because there is no issue.
Right.
Especially there's not one that we couldn't talk about.
Mhm.
Why you feel this way. I can't be responsible for how people feel. Like I just can't. But I came for my purpose, which was, to meet a man and possibly get into a real relationship with a person. I
Mhm.
came, I saw, I conquered, I moved on, it didn't work out. I guess I got a sticker for it. It was no win, it was no winnings. It wasn't like we got 100,000 at the end of this. It was not, and some people needed it more than others.
Did you enjoy this better than your season on Basketball Wives?
I actually absolutely did.
Okay.
Yes. You know why? Because I'm not really an argumentative person. I don't hang out with women who I'm not friends with.
Mhm.
In my real daily life, I don't go out with any of my friends to argue. If I don't like a bitch, you seen how I act when y'all feel like I didn't like a person. That's how I act. I don't
Mhm.
like you.
Mhm.
Could it be that is it an issue? No, but you said some things that rubbed me the wrong way, and I ain't fucking with it. Period. And I'm gonna be like, you ain't gonna catch me. No, I'm gonna be pretty much. It is what it is. It's a Detroit thing. So, Basketball Wives was very much. I would do another show, absolutely, like Housewives, of course. Like that would be my vibe. I think
I would
when
see
you're
Housewives are like King's Court, because I feel like that show you're gonna get like
Queen's Court for sure. You can show more of who you are, because I guess it was more like more I don't even know the word I'm looking for. It was more like isolated for you just to see one version, one part of the personality versus a lot of stuff that actually happened. So for me, Basketball Wives was a little too not my vibe, because I'm not hanging out with girls who I don't like.
Did Lauren call you to ask you if you had a problem with her? Did she?
No.
You are hilarious to me.
What do you mean?
We heard that she reached out to you to see if you had a problem with her.
Oh, during filming.
Mm-hmm.
She did. And I was like, what are you talking about? She told me, I forgive you. And I said, for what?
Whoa.
And she says, well, you interrupted on the mixer and you pulled bellow from me. And I just thought, who do you think you are? I said, well, ain't that actually the producers told me to do so.
Right.
And honestly, ain't that what we here for? And you were talking to 3 men. I couldn't pull one. And that's what she said to me. And I said, oh, I'm cool. And she says, well, I just wanted to make sure just to clear the air. I said, well, it's nothing to clear. But to say you forgive me as if I committed a sin was crazy to me. I'm like, I think maybe, the maturity of a woman and knowing how to use her words and even when to say things, maybe you don't have that down pat yet. I get it. But that was in a very early stage. She said that to me, and other girls knew that she said it. It was like, you forgive me. Like, girl, are you? It was a sense of entitlement that was crazy to me. She did. That did happen actually. She in like very couple
early
weeks since very early on. Yeah, she did hit me up and was like said that to me, and then she said that, and I go, yeah, this is not my vibe. You ain't my type of girl. I'm cool.
So after that, y'all never had any more one-on-one conversations, except
never.
for elaborate.
Except for when?
The elaborate.
Oh yeah, that was the first. Like me and her never even like she came to reunion and asked for a separate fitting room from the rest of the girls. Like she was always separating herself. Like she was like, I don't like. Girl, you would thought she was Beyonce. Like she wanted to be bigger than the program, and she wasn't.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like all the ladies on the show were beautiful. Everybody was beautiful.
Everybody was like giving good personality. She wasn't. You fell flat. And I think not just with, I think she's a pretty girl, and I think you were there for your pretty. You didn't give much more than that, because it was like you had it was very confusing. I think for the men as well. Like most of the men, I'm not speaking for anybody, but from what I've heard, it was very like, what? It was very much all like always ultimatum type of situation, like pick me or else. And it was just like,
it makes sense, Crystal.
It does.
It was giving that. And then it was like, oh, when she said, okay, I do want to address this. And then y'all can we done, right?
Yeah. Well, so one more question.
When she asked me on the date and was like, I think some people just move too fast, and
oh yeah.
Girl, we got 6 weeks. If they were moving fast about you, would you have said that? If they were saying Lauren is my top, would you have been saying, oh, these men are confused? Because you wasn't their top.
Yeah.
Now they're moving too fast and making rash decisions. But if it was you, would you have felt that way? Because you were asking, am I your top? And they just wasn't saying it to you. they weren't saying what you wanted to hear. So when they would say somebody else is the top, or they're moving too fast. But we don't have a year to do this. We have 6 weeks. So it's either shit or get off the pot. And either you making a connection or you don't.
Right.
I wasn't forcing any connections. They actually were just evolving around me because I was actually giving people an opportunity to just be themselves. I didn't
Right.
want them to change who they were for me. And I wasn't gonna do that for them. But make it make sense. If they were liking her the way she wanted, they were receiving likes from everybody else, which she had said that.
Great point.
Well, first of all, most time if a guy likes a girl, he knows pretty quick. Men know pretty when they see.
They know as soon as they see you, they be like, or have a conversation. More so, they see you, they like you, then they have a conversation. You could be the most beautiful girl in the world, and they have a conversation. And they're like, hell no, the bitch could be fine as Haley Berry, and they like, cool.
She ain't like, or they will hit.
They hit, but
hit.
I mean, they hit anything. Getting hit ain't ain't a big deal about getting hit. They hit a crackhead.
This is true.
Like what?
It's
Getting
true.
hit ain't solidifying anything. They'll hit anything. They don't care. They hit.
They'll give attention too. Were you surprised to see how that played out with her going back and telling Donna that Vince, she was seeing Vince afterwards, meeting Donna, running into Donna at the coffee shop, and then basically.
Oh, I do have a bit of tea about that as well.
Well, share.
I feel like that was strategic.
Mm-hmm.
You know where she hangs out. She said it many times. She's never seen you there, and you planted yourself there to do a na.
Right.
I felt like these men were not of no disrespect. Respectfully, they were not like some men who you would be running back to go. Like I'm going to solidify this. I think since you didn't get picked, you wanted to have something to say at the reunion. Like, well, all of these men still be contacting me just so you can have. To me, as a woman, I feel like because I wouldn't if I would have been eliminated, then I would have never been contacting these me personally. I can't speak for everybody else, but I feel like you did it with a mission,
right?
To have a point to prove when you came here to say, and there even the situation with Vince.
Mm-hmm.
You gave more energy, the woman who said she didn't have relations with him, than Donna about Nicole.
Yeah.
It was more like, what? I can't believe this. Like, why would you like? It was a lot of energy towards that. Yeah. But Donna came and visited me on Christmas Eve as well at my job. And told me the same, whatever Lauren had presented to her. But I think Lauren had did this to her weeks ago.
Yeah.
She came and seen me, and I defended Bello. I said, he wouldn't do that to me. He wouldn't. And Donna says, I don't think so. I think she just be saying stuff. And I was like, okay, that's cool. I don't think he would do that. And I called Bello and told him this. And he's like, we need to talk. After I defended him to Donna, I was like, no, he wouldn't do that to me. Why would you don't embarrass me? Like, if I'm not gonna embarrass you, don't embarrass me. I'm not here for the embarrassment.
Right.
So she did come to my job as well and tell me Christmas Eve what Lauren had said. So I don't even think I said that on the reunion or anything, but that happened. So she came to me and talked to me and told me everything that was going on and told me all the people who Lauren said she was still seeing. And who was still contacting her. And then Bello told me that wasn't true. And he showed me his phone records and I didn't care. But at that point, then he came back with the breakup. So who knows? So,
damn.
All in one day. It was a stressful day, but
it was a lot. But I did ask Vince that, and I'm like, you basically set Donna up, because why would you do that? And then she's gonna run back. That was the whole. She's gonna run back and tell, because it just makes her look makes Donna look. She's thinking it's gonna make Donna look bad.
And Vince never have anything bad to say about Donna. He still speaks of Donna in such high regard because she is a class act. She said what she said, and I thought it was appropriate. I'm just not coming back. Like what's his name I had hit him up because it was like so many people DM me. I just wanted to give him a heads up. Like, these people is saying this stuff about you. He hit me with oh, I'm in a relationship. Don't call me. I said, bro, I am not thinking about you. Not studying. Bello said this to me. And I said, bro, I'm not thinking about you. I sent screenshots of all these messages that I have been getting from people from Canada. And I was like, I'm not into you. I'm not here for that. I'm cool. We cool.
Because he did say that you were still texting him after the breakup, that you were still reaching out to him.
No, that I did recently. That was something that had happened recently. I had not had any communication with him since none of that. He reached out to me one time and I said, hey, we were not, that was not true. He reached out to me once after the reunion. We really didn't talk. Then I seen him when we were about to air the show. We seen each other for the first time after that. And we talked about it. He was like, I was like, cool, I'm good. And we were, because I'm not a person to hold grudges. I ain't holding, baby, I'm good.
Right.
And then recently, like we seen each other recently, he still was not saying that he was married, and I was not interested in no kind of way. But he responded to me in a way like he thought I was interested, and I said, "Oh, I'm not. I was just sending you a message of what these ladies were saying, and I screenshot it. I said, you're reaching far as me trying to talk to you. I'm not interested. I'm just trying to give you a heads up if this is what they're saying. I don't know these people. I'm not from Toronto, bro. I don't know none of these ladies who contacted me and saying all this stuff about you, but." And then he's like, oh, he responded back. And I thought, oh, is this his wife responding to me? Because that's what it felt like. Like his wife had his phone and she was responding. Because I'm like, huh? I don't like you. Know I don't like you like that. Like, I'm not trying to get with you. Like, that's not happening at all. So I thought maybe it was the wife who was responding to his messages to me. And I screenshot it and sent him all these messages of these people talking about him. Me and Bella were not talking like that. So that's a stretch. I don't want.
Try to make you just out from what he was saying is that you were still trying to reach out to him.
Oh, no. No, he created a false narrative. I was not. I was over him the day it happened.
On Christmas Eve night.
Yes. It was a wrap. So let's write that down too. Don't ever do that. Don't break up with bitches on Christmas Eve. Don't do it, because you know Detroit people will be like, you're broke. They will call you a brokey in a minute. Like, brokey? Who does that? Like, I will break up with somebody and still give them a gift.
Yeah, my girlfriend that's from Saginaw was like, this. I was like, Shay, it's not. She was calling it. He ain't got nobody. I said, he don't. It's okay.
It's facts.
It's okay.
It's okay though.
Yeah,
it's plenty. Okay. He can get it. He can get some money. There's a lot of money.
Yeah. There's money out there, but
it is.
I appreciate you coming on. Ladies, one more time, please go and support Dominique with her the Royal Hosiery.
Thank you.
Yes, just put them on and
where can we see this interview?
I'll send you the link. I'll DM it to you. It's on YouTube. But yeah, definitely share this. Dominique has shared all her story, and we really appreciate her coming on.
I hope I was helpful, because I don't want to talk about this shit. I hope so. I hope it connected with somebody. I hope nobody is mad at that brother, because I'm not. I have moved on. I am good in my spirit. I'm good in everything in my endeavors, and I can't defend a lie.
As you
I can only tell the truth. So
there you go.
This is the truth. From my part, maybe in somebody else's mind, they have a different depiction of what the truth may be for them. I don't know. But we ain't here to argue about that. I said my piece. I'm so happy that I was able to talk to you guys. It feels very comfortable. It feels very good. I'm up at 12 o'clock. I got to be up at.
I know.
I'm sorry.
She got to go.
It's okay. It's cool.
Yeah.
I won't be, like I said, I'm not, like, people were reaching. I'm like, no, I'm cool. So I appreciate it. I feel very good. You guys' energy was very good for me.
It's officially Valentine's Day. So Mo,
happy Valentine's Day.
Yes.
Hey, happy Valentine's Day.
Thank you. You're the first person to tell me.
Good. She said we good over here. Y'all go to bed. Thank you, Dominique.
Yes. Thank you for having me, guys.
Absolutely. We'll definitely I'm gonna DM you this link so you can see it. And we talked about, we'll put the link to your hose in the
please. I appreciate you guys.
Absolutely.
Help a sister out. I got $600 dinner. I got $600 dinner. Girl. And grown ass kids to take care of. Come on.
Right.
And a puppy. And
a new puppy.
All right, girls, keep it. And I just want to wish you all the best. I know that you have love coming, but
thank you.
I know that whoever is for you, it's going to be somebody that is already in that place, and you'll never have to deal with, don't just, women sometimes like to give people a chance, but really the man that is for you, he won't need a chance, because when a man is not right, he'll resent you for already being there. You know what I mean? So that's the thing. He'll want to love you, but he'll resent the fact that he really can't be the man that you'll look at. Like, you got to be able to look up.
Man,
Or it's not gonna work.
That was a word. That was a word, my sister.
Hey, but I can't wait to see to see how everything goes for you, and definitely check in with us and let us know when it hits you, because it's definitely gonna come. It's gonna be the right one.
Well, I enjoyed my movement on the show. I don't want anybody to even perceive that I didn't. I had a good time.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good experience. I wouldn't take it to that.
There you go.
You set a good example for women to know how to interact with men in a way where they feel affirmed, they feel, appreciated.
I was true to who I am, so I don't feel no kind of way about that. I enjoyed the experience, and I'm grateful for it. So
yeah, and that's what it is. Well, happy Valentine's Day!
Thank you.
I said, check in with us when you got some tea or you got something for us to share. We definitely supporting, so let us know.
I will. Thank you guys. Y'all have a good night.
All right. Good
night. I don't even know how to get off.
She is hilarious. Okay. That was good.
That was good, man. Her energy, man. I think we saw another side of her. She's smiling, her energy. She was comfortable. So that was dope, man.
That was really dope. Really, really dope. You guys hit her up with the hoes, those that like it, those that don't. It's okay. It's okay. I appreciated her just being very just honest and saying what it was that she had to say. I think that was good. That was good. But I want to say this. I do want to say before we get off of here, we have opened up this platform for all the cast are welcome to come, right?
Everyone.
Everybody that wants to come, there is an invitation. Some people do not, and we'll get into that. We'll have a conversation next week, because there's some people that have turned it down and given us a reason. I'm gonna share why next week, but I don't want to do that tonight. We're gonna say Happy Valentine's Day. Dominique was that was the perfect interview for this evening, as we have Happy Valentine's Day. But we do have a couple of casts coming on next week. And okay, Ina, she is telling people to tune in next week for T in the D. On hashtag Lauren is a liar. All the women seem to be in agreement on one thing. But we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that next week. But I appreciated her coming. I think that was a good interview. And this is the thing, like, a lot of people try to like create beef between people that do interviews, right? Well, I'm not going to do an interview here. I'm going to do an interview here. First of all, I don't give a damn. Okay. Like you know me, like we both do so many different things. Like I just came from LA, interviewing Tommy Davidson and Tony Rock. And I mean, I do a lot of other things. I do love this and I love the XO family, but I'm not a YouTube blogger that's going to be pissed if somebody does an interview someplace else. I don't care. And I don't have a problem, because if you do an interview someplace else, it's not going to be the same as here.
Well,
because we have
I was just about to say that the energy is different. Like, and it's cool. Like I don't think we've ever tripped or had conversation. Like the energy is different. Everybody does their own thing. It's fine. We don't sit there and discuss that. Like, do your thing.
And I tell people, if you come here and you don't like the way we do an interview, avail yourself to the other places. It's fine. I don't watch the only other people I watch is I watch Kojo, because I know him. We've done things before. He and I have done things in the past. And I do watch him. But as far as like, and I also would say this as a publicist, right? And I've said this every season. It is stupid to say, I'm only going to interview with this person because I don't like the other person. First of all, you don't know nobody personally, right? And if you are trying to stretch out the 15 minutes of fame that you have, it would behoove you to go on different platforms. It's just weird to me how casts are like, well, I don't like that person. I mean, I definitely don't want you to come here if you feel like you don't like us. Don't come. Right. But if you are trying to stretch out those 15 minutes, because Chicago is on their ass.
Oh, it's coming.
They on their ass. And if you want to be, why people go on the show, most of them is because they want to get some fame, right? And they want to get, so why would you not go to as many places as you can that can do that? It's just you just shoot yourself in the foot. So somebody saying, I'm not going to do this because I don't like them, I'm going to go on a smaller platform, or I'm going to go here or there. Do you, boo? But if you're trying to stretch it, you may want to go as many places as possible. Just saying. But if you're not trying to stretch it, then it's okay. Donna,
I think y'all be scared.
You know, I actually had a conversation with Donna. You guys saw I put up that post. I like Donna a lot. We had fun, but Donna is someone that I feel like what I put in that post, what I said in the post, I appreciated the fact that she set standards. And I think more women should set standards. And I think this show, I'm going to put up, we're going to talk about it on next week, because I interviewed London B that plays Marvin on Kanan, right? We had a really good conversation about relationships. He is hilarious. And I asked him what could make a group of men all want to spend time with a woman, but not make her their top. And next week, I'm going to share his response.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we'll get a little clarity, just maybe on some of the things that had happened. But he gave me he really just broke down some things about how men see women. And if my actions don't align with your expectations, what that may mean. Mm-hmm. So I just kind of shared with him some of the things that we've seen happen on the show. And he gave me an answer. So I shared it with you earlier. Mm-hmm. We got a full clip. I just want to kind of put it together, but that's what we're going to share that on Wednesday, because I feel like watching this show, you see a lot of people saying, well, this happened behind closed doors, or this or that or this. But the reality is, at the end of the day, you see the way men respond to the woman that they really want to be with. And that is what it is. Now, if he gets that woman and he can't maintain that, then it does make sense that he would fumble the ball, right? Yeah. But nobody is picking somebody that they don't like. You know,
that's true.
Have you ever picked a woman that you did not like?
Initially, didn't like, no.
Right.
I wind up not liking later, but
right. I'm just wondering, like, why would you pick? And I know women like to say, that was funny about the fact that Dominique said Devon was cash apping her was hilarious to me.
Whew, brother.
But I mean, hey, he was putting his best foot forward.
Is that his best foot? I'm just saying.
Happy Valentine's Day. We're gonna get into some stuff next week when we kind of break down. We're gonna do. Oh, you know what? Before you guys leave, for those of you that are still here, I do have a very funny clip. I was getting ready to show y'all before Dominique got on. And I just feel like I want to watch it, and then we can talk about it next week. This is hilarious.
Because this is our first actual intimate date. Hey, you.
Oh, hey, baby.
Hey, how are you?
You doing beautiful? Mm-hmm. Damn, you look amazing.
We both had on our furs. He had on his white fox, and I had on my white fox. And I was like, okay, that's one of my gifts my man bought me.
I had a surprise for you. You like gifts?
This is so freaking cute.
Yeah.
Thank you. At this point in the process, me and Darius' connection is very strong, but I think I want to just continue to dig deep. What's on your mind?
Man, I get all types of feelings going on. There's a lot of electricity going on, so I'm going to tell you, it makes me feel warm inside. But ultimately, I know that we have that mutual vibe and connection. I'm locked in, and I'm ready to explore all the variations and possibilities of what this can manifest into. So I had a few more things on my mind. They say, Alex.
Uh-oh, what are y'all doing? He always has something up his sleeve, so I'm looking around like, I don't know what's going on. Ooh.
Yeah, thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
You are so extra.
I am extra. I want to present you with a crown I'm the king now. I couldn't stand alone, but you are the queen. And you're the woman that I choose.
So cute.
Ashley is ready to take that throne. But we got to go through this process.
This is exactly why.
The fact that he gave her a crown. I'm sorry about
Why?
that. He is. Hold on. I put a thing saying that. Huh? Y'all can't hear me? Can y'all hear me? If you can hear me, put an XO in the chat. Because my little thing is showing. You can't hear me? Can you guys hear? Hello, hello, hello. Can you guys hear me?
Now I can.
Okay. All right. They say they can hear.
Yeah, they can.
Thank you guys. Thank you. Okay. First of all, Shane, our MCD, I think, said not too much on our smaller channels. Girl, there's no such thing as smaller channel. This is a smaller channel. I didn't mean anything. I was saying that the cast do that and sometimes try to but that's not, I don't know. All love back to everybody. Absolutely. And like I said, this is a smaller channel. This channel is not huge at all. We have a little family here, and this is not a huge channel. But thank you. And I definitely did not mean that in a negative way at all. That was hilarious that he gave her a crown. That was hilarious. A big old Burger King crown, Shea Butter said. We can hear that echo, Mo. That was hilarious. A big old Burger King crown, Shea Butter said. I can hear echo on your side.
It's because I can't hear you on the thing.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, we're getting ready.
I put it on here.
Okay. Darius does owe Ashley for pain and suffering. Bless her heart. The crown. There are a lot more outtakes that we're going to talk about next week, because actually I think some of the dates that we saw on the after show were actually people that we should have seen on the show. But yeah, so we want to come back on Wednesday. We're going to do Ready to Love Detroit after the show after the show, and talk about some of those dates that we saw. But for now, it is officially Valentine's. I love the fact that we still have 800 people here. Oh, you know what? There was another quick clip I had. We just had such good talk with Dominique. I didn't want to stop talking.
With this process is just realizing how intense you have to be with your connections and with your time. For me, I feel like I'm just me all the time, but being able to get that out of my connections and being able to get that out of other people, that's the difficult part.
Yeah, that was deep.
That was hilarious. Darius is funny. He was a comedian of the show. Bello is just really good at talking. But we're gonna get into all that. We're gonna get into some gangster stuff next week, next Wednesday. Next Wednesday, you guys, please be here early, like you were today. And we do have a surprise guest. Another guest from the show is coming next week as well. Thank you, Marriott, for tuning in. And also on Monday, tune in to the reprint. We do news every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 12 noon here. And then Mo and I will be here on Wednesday. But we do have another interview coming next week. And then also, like I said, I'm going to explain. We've had a couple of people that we talked to, and they gave us their reasoning for not wanting to or wanting to. And it's no hard feelings anywhere. You go where you feel comfortable. But you know, we welcome you with open arms and a listening ear and a safe place. I don't know if Mo has any more of those plastic roses, but you know, they are here. I think he can't hear me, so that's why he looks like that right now. I think he can't hear me. But anyway, we love you guys. Have a great Valentine's Day. Have a great Valentine's Day. I know I'm excited. Gun Boss and I, we have a day planned. I cannot wait. He has a surprise, and I'm excited. Actually, you know what, you guys? This is my anniversary. He proposed on February 13th in 2020. So anyway, I'm gonna go enjoy my honey bunny. I love you guys, and we'll be here next week with more foolishness and fun. All right, you guys have a great weekend. We love y'all for watching. Share this, please. Like and share before you leave, because Dominique did her thing. Like this and share. All right. Love y'all.